What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another Wednesday night. Q will be back probably within the next couple weeks, but we'll see. Got her on an extended vacation so she can get that mind right. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, we still got work to do. So I kind of like to look at this as like Relationship Wednesdays, especially since I'm like the hottest black YouTuber on the internet, but neither here nor there.
Okay.
What we going to do today is that we're going to continue to have good conversations. So we got all of our friends, some faces more familiar than others, and others may be a little bit new. But we definitely in the building. We got Dalen, Destiny, Shampoo, T-Max, Hannah, Dr. Christopher, D Awesome, Jade, and then we might have somebody else that dip in or whatever, so on and so forth. But how y'all feeling today?
Great.
Good.
Favorite.
Yes.
Yeah. We got some fun questions for them tonight. What up, Slimmy? What up to the chat? You know the chat. I look at the chat as an extra member on the panel, so I rock out with y'all. But we rocking out, y'all. I'm in a new location temporarily for the next week or so.
Where did you go? Where did you go?
I'm in Vegas. I mean, I'm always in Vegas. It's one of my favorite places to be.
Nice. Oh wow.
Oh,
Nice. Wow.
This is one of my favorite places to be.
Wow.
I love Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta get lofts, bedrooms, you know what I'm saying? That's how I rock out in Vegas. So
nice.
I'm in Vegas, slow motion. I'm out here for business, but you know, we're gonna have a little bit of fun while we out here too.
Monkey business too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, baby. Oh man. Shit.
Yeah, so we need a little bit of break from all of this extra political war and all of this stuff. So we're gonna get into the fun stuff tonight. I don't know who that is, but we can get back to the bullshit tomorrow. All right, y'all. All right, first things first. Mid-show, I'm gonna have y'all because we usually do it at the end of the show, but I want to do it in the middle of the show as far as y'all giving y'all information and letting people know where they can find y'all. So we're gonna get to that shortly. So I want to get right into the questions because I just jumped right off the plane. That's why we got a little bit of delay of the time that we starting. Jumped right off the plane, came to the hotel, and we getting it in. All right. So I'm gonna jump around a little bit. I got like 3 or 4 questions depending on how the conversation is going. Y'all want to go light? Or you going to go heavy first?
Wow, that's
heavy hitter.
Let the women decide.
I say light.
Mm.
Dalen said heavy. Destiny said light. Hannah?
Heavy.
You heavy? Jade ain't on the camera, so we don't know what Jade is going to say. Jay gonna have to come back.
Mm.
I should have just turned for y'all.
Just do light. We got some newcomers.
We'll navigate
slow
into
roll
it.
them in here.
Yeah, we'll navigate
We're
into
gonna get to the heavy.
Hey, I'm a newcomer. We can go heavy, Tom. Like shit.
We gonna go light, heavy, light, heavy. All right. So we'll start off with the light.
I've realized I am not a traditional woman. I do not see myself living that stay-at-home, cook and clean, fully dependent lifestyle. That's just not me. I like having my own money, my own motion, and I like knowing that if anything ever happens, I'm still solid on my own. I don't want to feel like I need someone to survive, and I don't want to feel stuck somewhere because I can't afford to leave. I want to be able to choose someone, not depend on them. I'm a hustler by nature. I like building, I like working for my own things. And it doesn't mean I don't want love, but I don't want to shrink myself to fit into a role that doesn't feel natural. That traditional lifestyle works for some women, but it won't work for me. I would literally be miserable.
I just need to be by myself. I am of no use to a man because a man wants a woman that is of use, and I am of no use to a man. Pretty worthless. I don't really like, I'm gonna spell it backwards, XES. I believe that I am ASEXUAL. I don't get urges. I don't want to perform bed worship. I don't want to hunch and holler. I love being single and celibate. I'm 3 years, going on 4 years, single and celibate. I have turned down dates, phone numbers, all the likes, because I'm not the romantic type. I'm not wifey material. I'm not girlfriend material. I ask questions. I'm not agreeable. I'm not overly accommodating.
Wow.
So, 2 different women, 2 different perspectives, but both of them came to the conclusion that neither one of them are traditional. So my question, just to start off the night, because we're going to navigate through these topics, they kind of intersect with each other. My question is, are traditional relationships and marriages officially dead? The traditionalism of what we define a relationship to be, is it officially dead?
Yeah. For the feminists, yes. Those are the ones that don't want to be married anyway. So why make a video about it? Just get your animals, do your own thing, and just, why you got to tell the world about it? Like, why we got to know? Why we got to know?
I'm seeing more and more women have some of these same characteristics in this mindset, though. Like, I'm seeing less and less destinies and more of that, what we just seen. And I'm trying to understand, is that the norm now? Like, if I had to judge and evaluate and say, is it more women like that lean more traditional, want to be in a marriage, want to be in a relationship, and if they are in a marriage or a relationship, do they do the traditional things, or is it more women that just kind of want to do their own thing? They don't want to depend on a man. They don't want to put all their stock in that, and they just kind of want to do what they want to do.
Well, I see. The first girl, I think
they want to do what they want to do and get what they can get out of men, but they don't want to do what they need to do to keep the man. I think it's, they want their cake and they want yours. They want yours too. They want their cake and they want yours too. I think that's really what it is.
Well, the first young lady didn't.
That's all I got on it. That's all I got.
The first young lady, she seemed like she was, she doesn't want to be vulnerable. She doesn't want to be,
Go ahead, Shampoo.
She doesn't want to be vulnerable. She wants to be, you know what I'm saying? And I can understand what she was saying. That's a lot of women that don't want kids, that don't want relationships because they don't want to, like she said, she don't want to fit in that type of box. I don't understand it. But I'm a pretty traditional type of guy. And I don't think it's dead. I just think people are getting more independent. And that could be a good thing. But the second girl was sad to me. I don't know. I never heard that before. How she was.
It's happening. It's happening everywhere.
It's about celibate, like, and just I don't want to even like. What is that about?
Gas. They're not checking for gas no more.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
I think that they are having sex. I think that more sex than ever is being had.
Even that the last girl. The last young lady?
I think that more sex than ever is being had, bro.
Oh, okay.
I think it's okay for women to be self-aware enough to know that what they don't want and take the selfish route and get in a relationship just to not want to do the things that the relationship requires. But I mean, when you consider the cost of having a family, like personal sacrifices people do make for relationships, people have a lot of access to individual freedom. And it's like once you get a taste of that, considering, especially for a woman being under a man, I can see how women would feel like the way that they can live their life would be restricted. But I think it's all perspective, really.
So what's the preference though? What do you think that the majority of the preference? Do you think that there's less women that actually want to operate? Like, what would you define a traditional relationship to be?
Well, when I hear traditional, I think of like, well, what do people mean by traditional? Traditional in the sense of your parents should be the one to get their daughter over. Traditional in the sense of
not that traditional.
I mean, in terms of gender roles, I think in terms of gender roles, I mean, like.
I mean, I think that, it is a traditional thing to listen to your man, let him be the leader, make the decisions, and pretty much kind of do what he says, but trust me what he tells you. I think a lot of women just don't trust men to be good leaders. But I don't know, to answer your question, Anton, I do not know what the majority of either is. I can say on the internet, there are a lot of videos of women that, come on and say that they don't want to be in a relationship. They're selfish. It's just not for them. But on the personal side, a lot of women that are married that want the traditional lifestyle, that want the house, the kids, the dog, and the white picket fence. So I can't say what's more or the other, but the internet will definitely warp people's mind to think one thing, one way. That's what I think.
Not people. I think it's women. I think the second woman, with the Sharpie eyebrows, I think she was like kind of spot on, and like with her transparency when she said like I'm not of any use to a man.
What
I
you
think
mean
that's
by that?
well. I mean, I think that's the running sentiment. I think she was just being like brutally honest, but I think that's like kind of like the running zeitgeist amongst the culture, where it's like women know that they're really not of any use to a man. Like what benefit?
But usually women think that they like, what I'm saying, like they're the prize. I've never seen a woman say that she's not the prize.
Well, they're becoming self-aware, like like they're like. I mean, we're all seeing the same type of content.
She has a vagina. How could she be useless?
Yeah,
she's always useful.
Yeah, what do you mean by useless? What do you mean by useless?
You can never be useless with that between your legs. You can never be
useless. And let Watch answer. Jesus.
He's right about that part.
Useless.
He's right about that part. But she said she was useless. She said she's of no use to she's of no use to a man, and she's accepted it. Like she's probably not down to be agreeable. She said she literally broke it down like she's not agreeable. She's gonna ask questions. She's she's the anti of what a man wants. She realizes it. So I respect her actually for.
So you don't think that women in general are useless to men? You just recognize that women can recognize that they themselves are useless in a relationship.
Women in modernity.
I'm gonna jump in and out, y'all, because I want to have Mimi up here too, but I'm gonna be jumping in and out.
Women in modernity
her
are
word
useless to men.
that she said for herself was that she's useless. She specifically used that word. That wasn't him putting that word on her. She specifically said, "I'm useless to a man." My question when I see videos or people like that, I mean, do they have any other choice? Because
why are you saying that?
When people basically admitting that I'm not a wife, I'm not the person that's gonna pretty much end up in marriage. I mean, that speaks for itself. The numbers say the majority of, I guess you can say, modern women and even American women most likely will not. So now you have the ones that just straight up identify, hey, I know I'm not what men want and I'm not what men desire. So I'm just automatically disqualifying myself. I mean, because they probably were not in the runnings in the first place.
Why though? You think she thinks she's unattractive? That's like, I don't know why she's saying she's not useful.
It's not about quote unquote.
She's adopted that, you know, that modern mindset. Like it's the feminist modern.
So she's fed up. She's fed up with it, or like, you know,
maybe possibly fed up. Or
I don't think a lot of women want to put the work.
What'd you say? You coming in choppy?
Like they don't really want to put the work in.
Who said that?
Hannah.
I think it was Jade. No, it's not Jade.
It's Hannah.
No,
a lot of women. Oh, she's gone.
She said a lot of women don't want to put the work in.
No, I mean, but all right. So let me ask y'all a question: is any? Because I don't think it's just women that's modern. I think that guys are modern too.
For sure.
Right? For sure. Guys have evolved. The women have evolved. Everybody has evolved. I'm about to pull Hannah back up. But let me ask y'all a question. Like, should they be dependent on men? Like, because even a girl that's at the end, I'm about to pull you back up, Hannah. Like, even a girl that y'all said that had the eyebrows or whatever, she's not an unattractive girl, right? So it's not like they can't get men. It's not like they are completely removed from the opportunity to talk to a guy, right? Why are they opting out? Because honestly, I know it's the popular thing to do for me to say, or for people to say, you know, we don't give a fuck about them and all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, most people want companionship, right? Most people want somebody, whether they want a traditional relationship or they want something different or they want some kind of modified version of it. Why are these women opting out? And then I got another question about why the guys are moving away.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. What do you mean by?
I mean, they're being programmed to, you know, find men repulsive like women on, you know, on the daily. It's unfortunate. They do that again. They're given propaganda to, you know, find men repulsive. You know, whether it's like the mainstream media. And,
strong word.
Social media.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw.
Or
no.
Where are you getting that idea? That's a strong word.
Well, I mean, if you you know, peel the layers back a couple layers on any, you know, kind of mainstream media and how it, you know, kind of shows intersexual relationships, the underlying tones of what they're displaying is basically adversarial, like, you know, in nature. I saw there was like a Priceline commercial, right, or like an Airbnb commercial, right, and it came on YouTube, and at the end of the commercial was like, you know, book your stay, blah blah blah, and it was the mother and the daughter in a jacuzzi, and the dad is like coming, he's like, oh, you got any room for dad? And the daughter's like, kick rocks, Larry. And he just he's like, oh, sorry, picks up his towel and walks away.
Wow.
That might be like the most accurate description I could have seen. And it was very recent too. But that is basically what is being portrayed, you know, and propagandized and pushed to everybody.
Why would the father want to get in there with them?
Why wouldn't they're on a vacation? You can't get in a hot tub with your family.
You don't think it's the manosphere that's doing it?
Sad.
No, not at all. No, the manosphere is a response to that. The manosphere is a response to the culture, the manosphere, red pill, whatever. I mean, these are all just, you know, subjective terms, but these the response is just it's in response to those. What's been happening.
The first girl doesn't want to get involved with all the taking orders and I gotta go get groceries. She just is like, I know, you know, there's a lot of women like that, and they don't have kids and
it's feminism. It's like I know it's cliche to say, but
feminism, like, that's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing. It's
feminism is an awful thing.
It's awful.
Don't tell people about that. Just live your life and then go on with it. Like,
but you got to understand, Destiny. You're rewarded. You're in this system. You're rewarded for because there's
Well,
obviously
not if they're bringing it to the internet. They're not
yeah,
getting
but
the outcomes
but
that they want.
look at the like this
She's
is
trying to
the
recruit people. She's trying to get people to fall into what she's
true. I do believe they're probably trying to
Yeah.
get people
I don't think they have
people
the
like
answer
to
to it.
recruit unhappiness.
I don't think they have
Misery loves company.
misery loves company. You just said it.
But hold on, let
That's
me back up
the
for a second. Let me back up
that's
for
the
a second.
breakdown.
I don't see feminism as a problem for people that are for guys that don't have a problem with women. Let me say that. I think that feminism is a problem when it comes to our society issues, when it comes to voting in certain leaders. I think feminism brings its own set of problems, but I don't necessarily see that as a problem for guys that don't have problems for women, because I think that women ultimately lean back into their femininity when they get under a certain type of guy. So they still got needs. They still want to have sex. They still want to have kids, and they still want to be covered, and they don't want to go out there and bust their ass like a man. So at the end of the day, I don't think that feminism played that big of a role when it comes to whether or not they want to be in a relationship. Now, the inner dynamics of what that relationship looks like may be different.
I wanted to
my
on this
concern.
last week, but we went into on a derailment and got totally lost from the whole conversation. But we were talking about something about feminism last week, and like I said, I got lost. But I wanted to say that feminism stole a lot from me as a young woman. Yeah, feminism stole a lot of things from me. When I think about, I grew up in the INDPE, independent woman phase. And so my whole entire youth as a young woman, because I'm in my 40s, I'll be 45 this year. I spent most of my youth focusing on my career, I wasn't focusing on marriage. I was like, no, I don't need to be like my mom. I don't need to be like my aunts. I need to focus on career and building.
Yeah,
I did that. And let me just say, I did that and I succeeded. And now I'm a 44-year-old woman without children. Not that I'm over here like, crying in my pillow at night about it, but I often wonder, what would my life be like had I chosen a different path? Now, I'm not complaining about the path that I'm on, but I will say that had feminism not had such a strong hold on me as a young girl, as a young woman, as a young adult, I might have made different decisions that would have completely changed my life. And these are things that I'll never be able to get back. I'll never be able to get back. I mean, there are women that have children at this age. There are women that get married at this age and are relationships at this age. But that's, it's the chances of that happening in all three of those happening at the same time is very slim for me. I'm very aware of that. Do I want children at 44? Hell no. Do I want to?
No, I don't. Listen.
Me.
She says she regrets.
I'm so thankful.
I regret it. I don't think I use those words regret. I think I'm more in the sense of I look back and I say, what if I would have made different decisions? And feminism, like I said, feminism made me think that I didn't need a man, when at this age in my life, I'm definitely,
Mimi, I don't think it's that you can't. I don't think it's that you can't listen. When I landed here in Vegas, I seen a woman sitting at the bar while I was waiting for them to get my room together and stuff like that, right? And this woman was hit. And when I say hit, she was hit. Like there was no qualities. Just objectively, right? But she was the nicest woman in the world, right?
She ain't got no choice.
Well, here's the thing. She had this big ass rock on her finger, right? And she was married as fuck, though. And
just seeing that shit.
Yeah, she was married as fuck. And then I also seen her husband come in or whatever. And it just was a reality check. Like, people can really get a man, you know what I'm saying? They can get a woman.
Look at that girl with I'll Be Sure.
It's not a microcosm.
You talking about Lunel?
Yeah, you can't believe it.
Anton, the problem is, bro, is that you're right when you say feminism is not a problem, and you're also right when you say certain women, be feminine to certain guys. Well, but the problem is that so many people are getting with people that they know that they're not going to submit to, and guys are getting with women that they know that they're not going to give they all to. And that, I think that's
let me say this
problem,
also,
bro.
T-Max. Let me say this also, T-Max. We don't know how long that chick been married because she was an older woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say older, I would say 50s. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how long they've been married or whatever, so on and so forth. So they could have been together for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But I guess my point is just that I don't think that people have a problem finding people.
Not at all. Not at all. My mom just married. Well, she got married at 72. It's her fourth husband. But she always used to say, she's like, I'm gonna keep trying until I get it right. She's like,
I just did a review video. I did a review video of a woman that said that she on her fourth husband. And she about to get married again, and she got kids.
She's not a bum, and she never has been. It's always
do you think
all of that, but just just refused to deal with certain things, and it led her to being an older, remarried 3-4 times. This, like I said, this is her fourth marriage. She's 72. I mean,
but people quit marriages faster than they quit jobs.
And she was one of them. Let me just tell you. I mean,
but here's the thing: you have so much of I guess you can say women in 2026 that will never ever experience marriage, that will never be proposed to. That, I mean, I'm fine with somebody who's been divorced. Show me that you could at least get to that point, because
but do they want to be?
No, I don't think they have a choice, because we're looking at, I think those two women that they put up, not about feminism, not about anything. I think if you peered back into it more, you will find a bunch of guys who they thought were going to long-term them. And when those guys walked away, it's, well, I'll stay with nobody. I'm just not ready. And I'm going to reject people before they reject me, because you're going to see a lot of this, a lot of heartbreak, and I'm taking my toys and I'm going home.
Well, let me push back, Doc. Let me push back. Not in a negative way, but let me push back. I don't like to say play devil's advocate. I like to say push back. Mm-hmm. We all kind of fucked up on the low. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, we all got some fucked up qualities. And I kind of look at it and say, well, hopefully the good shit overwhelm the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's worth it in the end, right?
And those are the things you got to stay for.
Well, yeah, and that's the way that I kind of look at it, right? So, in a sense, there is no like perfect person. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no. And I just,
and you don't want one. You don't want a perfect person.
What I'm trying to understand is, because I'm not even tripping over traditionalism no more. Like, in my opinion, to answer the question directly, I think it's dead as a doorknob. I think it's dead as fuck. I think that traditionalism is dead. I don't think that it don't not exist. I think that it's dying quickly, right?
Do you think it could come back though?
No.
So you think it's so far? Everybody up here think it's so far gone.
You can't put the gene
okay, so all right. Let me ask you a question, T-Max. Let me ask you a question, T-Max.
Can't put the toothpaste back in.
How do you get women? How you gonna convince a woman or women in mass that they shouldn't worry about voting, or that they like? People don't make enough money to be separate. You can't raise a child the same way that you used to in a lot of ways, because everything is fucked up in the culture and society. It's like you would have to undo so much stuff and skip a generation almost in order to get it back that way.
Only way it would go back is if the power grid went. If the power grid went down. If the power grid went down, then that would be the only thing that would set it back. Literally, like the power grid would have to go down, and we would have to like an EMP would have to hit, and like that would be the only thing that would reset things to its natural order. But
it's already
as long as we have technology, I
just
told y'all.
Oh, because a lot of us have.
What'd you say, Dylan? I didn't hear you.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, no, you've been
saying, like, I agree with you, because I've said before that I believe that technology has a lot of our souls, and it's like people are not willing to give up their distractions for a bit of purpose. to reclaim their time, to reclaim themselves and the choice. Right now, we're giving up so much of our choices, even now in the election, with this past election. So it's just like, I think that as long as we have these this technology and that's going on media distracting us, we're not going to know how to make the best decisions for ourselves and not make decisions that can make, I guess,
I'm not that invested where I think that it would keep me from having a solid relationship with someone, or building a relationship with someone. I don't think God has that much to do with people loving each other. I mean, I don't.
If I'm sitting in the den, me and my wife, she's on the phone. She don't say a word to me. Just be on the phone.
Yeah, I mean that part. It's distracting, yes, but I think that we are smart enough to shake it off and say, all right, my life is
wait, smart enough. Wait, what are you talking? What are you referring to, Mimi? Smart enough to shake.
Hold on. Hey, Jay, jump on the laptop instead of the phone. She down in the back.
I'll say maybe I disagree with all of you all, because I don't think traditional marriages are dead.
I don't think it's dead either.
I don't
either, bro.
And here's the other part too.
Dead is a doorknob.
Yeah, they're done, bro. You're out of your mind.
I don't look around.
Enough of us that still want it. That it's not.
It doesn't matter if you want it. The institution is dead. It's secular.
Hold on, let Doc.
Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. All this social media stuff, anybody can get on social media and act like they're choosing this life and all this stuff like that. Maybe they're not getting the outcomes that they thought they would have.
Absolutely.
So in real life, dealing with real people, yeah, it sounds cool to say that stuff in your 20s and maybe your early 30s, but some around when you start hitting up there more and more, that's when stuff started getting real, and it's not so glamorous in real life. And people can get on social media and cap for 30 seconds like they choosing this life, but I don't see all these women that's winning by not being in these relationships and marriage. I see a lot of losing women.
Me too.
A lot.
All right, let me ask you a question. Are guys losing?
Yeah, if they become more modern than they are sticking to standards of tradition.
Yes, they are. They are losing by quantity, by like statistically, they are losing. Yeah.
Well, most men, I think they want a traditional relationship. I don't think more men want to just be running around, fucking bitches. I think that most men want a traditional type of relationship.
You're right. Men do want a traditional relationship.
I don't even think they want tradition. I think they just want relationships.
Well, they're seeing that you don't get, but they're seeing traditional. You don't get anything out of a tradition. You don't get anything. Relationship. At the end of the road, you're not getting anything out of it.
It's almost it's almost like, are we saying, let's revert that back to children? It's almost like saying that raising children traditionally in the mindset how we know what worked back in the day for as the standard. It's almost saying that we're compromising and raising children modern, letting them do their own thing, let them just fly by the wayside, and let social media or the environment shape our children. So at the end of the day, yes, Anton, men are losing if they're going more modern than the standard of tradition. But women are losing too by Watch and Doc's standpoint. If they're not winning in the larger numbers, both of us losing.
But men are not getting involved. Men are standing to the sideways and watching the show go on. The situation we have here was that technology was pointed out as being part of the problem, but I would equate that if that's the case, then technology would be very much equivalent to what money would do. But what money does, it exposes more of what somebody is. So if people are doing this, then with the technology that's in front of them, then they're exposing who they truly are. I mean, feminist was not a bad movement when it started. It had an order, it had a purpose. It was to.
No, it was bad.
It was it wasn't initially. Feminist initial order was to regulate the workplace and to get fair wages because they had the same background, they had the same education, they had the same experience. They just wasn't getting the same pay.
That's not true.
That's what it
was. That's not true.
I think
that's not true. That's not true.
Began. He's not.
You just have to do a little research. That's not true.
And that is absolutely true.
No, it is not. No, it isn't.
But it's something else. And at that
what was it started for? What was it started for? What
created it in the first place?
It was created to create two tax to create two taxable classes to be able to tax both men and and women and create more taxable income for the government and the powers that be.
They backed it, but
If you have women wanting to have the same pursuits as men, you now have two taxable classes. Before you only had one taxable class. Like women couldn't even incur debt. The like they say women couldn't get credit cards, but the other side of that is that they also couldn't incur debt. That any debt incurred by a woman would go to her husband. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I don't see how that counters what he was talking about.
Listen, we got to stop perpetuating false narratives. Women have always worked. They've always had a place to put money. There were millionaire women in the 20s and the 1910s. So we got to stop that. This shit is getting out of hand. Let's be more honest about this shit. Anton's absolutely correct. When it comes to traditional relationships, yes, they are dead on a wide general level. Yes, because you can't go outside and see the natural essence or either party. That's just a fact. You have so many people. You have so many people that lack identity, Doc. That's why. Because they're moving to a collective beat that's not meant for them.
Exactly.
They're just not walking to their own beat. They're walking to somebody else's beat. They're not moving to the nature of which they were created in. They want to do what you do, how you do it, and why you do it, which don't serve a purpose for why they exist. That's why, Doc.
And I feel like that's due to education.
Yeah, that was. I mean, the real reason about the tradition is that most relationships start on social media. That's a hard stat. That is not traditional. You know what I'm saying? They're being started off of a new like technology. You know what I'm saying? That's how most people are meeting each other. Like that's like the
hold on. I want to hear hold on, give me a second. I want to hear what Hannah got to say, and then we're gonna go over to shampoo. What was you saying?
I just think it's due to education. It's indoctrination, really, in the long run, if we think about it. I think that over the years, like even when I was in college I left in 2018, like my mindset was different. I was independent, like I don't need a man, and I feel like we get that from our education. Like we're taught that, and it's now we're seeing it play out, years later. And I agree. I think Dr. Christopher and I think T-Max said that women kind of like, I don't know how to explain it.
Go ahead.
You got it.
No, just like I just know it's the education, and women like they don't want to put in the work these days. They don't.
Hannah, was I right when I said repulsive? When I said repulsed, or they're like they're being engineered to like despise, like just not really find men desirable. Was I kind of in the right where you're kind of it's indoctrination. It's just indoctrination.
Regular women, we don't find men repulsive. I don't know about you. I find them very attractive.
You would be surprised. I mean, if you really were to be psychoanalyzed, you would be surprised at the results.
I promise you, I am not repulsed by a man.
Okay.
I don't think all women, but like
most people don't know they're brainwashed. You know that, right? Like most people would think that if you ask people, are you addicted to your cell phone? They would say no. You know that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No one up here is going to admit to being addicted to their cell phone, but most people are addicted.
Repulsive is a horrible word. I think you should find another one.
I know it's a horrible word, but that's the reality. I have to say that. What?
Find another one. Find another word.
No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not because like listen.
Not going to work for nobody on this panel. Repulsive men are repulsive.
You the only person who got a problem with it. I didn't say men are repulsive. You twisted my argument
right now. It might not be repulsive.
Let me tell you what the poll said. Shout out to the chat. I'm gonna drop a poll. I'm gonna drop a poll for every question. You're gonna have at least 4 questions. Poll said out of 419 votes that traditionalism was dead as a doorknob, 60%, and that it's still alive and well, 40%. So
nice. We still got a chance.
You got to start doing these polls before you give your opinion. I'm sorry.
You hitting it off here.
I'm gonna drop the poll for the next one.
Do the poll
right
first.
when we do the question.
So Mimi, the man or bear scenario, as somebody noted in the chat, is an excellent example of the example of the repulsive thing.
Some of them in an echo chamber. We gotta be asking these questions after.
No, it's not TikTok. That's real. those are real people's opinions.
Doc trying to jump in. Look at Doc. Doc trying to jump in.
That's goofy stuff. I mean, like
that's not goofy. It's a thought experiment, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
It's not a thought experiment.
It's a social
yeah. What the fuck?
It's a social media trend.
It's not a social media trick. Like you can like it's a thought experiment, brother. Like what is wrong with you?
When you see in real life, you're starting to see that you don't see all these people are winning because all these. Let's say I'm just gonna say for women, you don't see a whole bunch of women winning because they said, "Oh, I'm through with relationships and all this stuff." What I am seeing is a lot of women who got into their later years who that sense of regret. And I see women who are younger saying, "Okay, I'm starting to course correct." That's what I'm seeing. When you start looking at the younger dynamic, they're doing more traditional things. They're not trying to, because even though they were raised with this, don't need a man, all this independence talk. They don't want to be that way because they see how their mother, grandmother, or auntie struggle. You're starting to see a younger generation that's really started to course correct and say, you know what? I'm looking for marriage. I'm tired of being a whole bunch passed around.
I don't think it's a lot.
Let me just say something.
Course correcting.
Because when women, sometimes when women are young and they taught that I don't need no man and all that, is because they can. You know what I'm saying? They're young. They still got it. Like, but when they get older, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a man when you older because you older.
But it's too.
And when you older, bullshit.
So
wait. Hey, get a man.
I ain't got no problem getting any man that I want at the age of 44. And my mama, like I said, was 72. She could have any man she wanted to.
So why don't you have him?
What makes you think I don't have one?
Wait. Why are you responding with such? Look at your reaction right there.
Think I don't have a man?
Because that reaction right there, I asked you a simple question, and you turn in Reddit and T Max Mike, man. Like, goddamn.
Hold on, y'all.
I asked you a question, beloved.
Dalen, I'm gonna pull you back up in a second. Dalen, I'm gonna pull you back up in 1 second. Jade, let me ask you a question. You don't have to tell your personal business or nothing like that, but I want to ask you a question. I want to let you get one of the final stays in this. Do you prefer to have a relationship that's more traditional, or do you prefer to have a relationship that is some sort of modification and a different type of dynamic than what we would define as a traditional relationship?
That's a good question.
For me, I would say traditional. In the sense of the man being the leader, the provider, and me submitting. But that's just me.
Can I see your nails?
Are you trying to be shady?
No, I'm being. Can I see your nails?
They not done right now. But I feel like
but when they get done, no. I only asked because I judge off nails. If you had them long Wolverine claws, I wouldn't believe you.
I don't have long nails. They're short.
Okay. No, I believe. Okay.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't see what the nails got to do with anything.
I don't see it, but he knows. I feel like he.
No. I'm serious. What does the nails have to do with anything?
Nails is. I judge women off their nail styles. I judge women off their nail style. If you got a certain type of nail style, I already know. I put you in a category.
Because
I want to pull. I'm gonna pull Dalen back up in a second. What is the category that you put them in?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
So if you got the long, crazy, either the claws or like the square joints, I think you're of a certain type of. You have certain type of values, I judge you. I judge. We all judge people. If you see
listen.
If the women,
it's cool that you have a, a perspective. I'm just trying to figure out, like, just spit it out. What is it?
Yeah, what type though? What do you say?
Like probably a little bit more promiscuous.
Gotcha.
I'll say this. All right, so let me say this.
Yeah.
Almost every single girl that I know that got long nails is married
and got money.
But this is my anecdotal experience.
No, fact.
Don't take it as gospel or nothing. I'm just saying that.
You've noticed that.
Are they good marriage? All of them are good marriages in your honest opinion?
I mean, I don't know what they're. I can't speak to what they.
I mean, just from the outside.
They seem
I think that's just what environment you're around, Anton. Because most of them.
What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. I don't think I don't think that nails is the determining factor.
Absolutely.
No, it's not. Watch shoulder.
I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
Can make an inference about a woman's character based on her nails. Nobody.
The chat agrees.
I do nails for a living, and most of the women that I do nails for got money because you got to spend over $300 to sit in my
That's a sign. That's also another sign. If you're spending $300 on your nails, I don't want a fucking thing to do with you.
I'm glad you're saying that because that's just you don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of money in what I do, and most of them are
Hey, but Mimi, hey, we do know the brokest people spend the most money on those things.
They gotta have money to sit in my chair. You're not getting, and they're not hoes, they're not ghetto, they're not none of that. So miss me with that shit.
Can I say
anything about hoes?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull you back up. D, I'm gonna pull you back up shortly, right after I introduce this new question.
Jade got the good nails.
Hold on. Dalen has the last say so.
Watch, I'm gonna try to throw you a bone and say that you're referencing, I don't know, Mimi. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Humor me. That maybe when you say long nails, you're talking about maybe those claws and how they're designing what they look like, and not just the nails, but what accompanies the nails. Like the one
they're known as dick grippers. We know that, right? That's what they call them. That's what the girls call them.
All right, so tell me on to the next question. Give me a second. D, I'm gonna pull you back up.
That's what they be saying.
Back up. I want to make sure that we keep in time because I want to make sure that everybody get to bed on time tonight. I know y'all of a certain age. Some of y'all got to go to work.
He's looking right at me.
No, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Let me read some of these super chats, and then we're gonna get to the next question. And I'm gonna put the poll up as soon as I ask the question, and I'm gonna bring D up. All right. Justin says a second girl was blinking way too much. It's giving Lorena Bobbitt. Shout out to you, Justin. I appreciate you. More Than Mellow says pursuing women is chasing a bill and responsibility. They have standards they can't live up to and want someone better than them that they can control. They feel so fucking good. I ain't gonna lie. Darian Murphy says Mimi right about what feminism has taken from women. Feminism lied to women and presented the lie as the only option. Rachel Wilson talked about all of this on Rogan recently. It was always a lie. Shout out to you, Justin Mabson. Thank you for the 20 ball bros. Says anytime a woman starts doing a clock it hand movement while a man is talking, you know it's some pandering going on. Shout out to Justin. That Dirty South House says, I know shampoo joint gets real brick. Damn.
Yeah, it does. Thank you, bro.
What?
What are we doing here?
Yo.
I want to thank that brother for acknowledging my brick.
Oh my God. A. Jones says that the offset is that boys are raised to build a life for their families while girls are raised to build a life for themselves and a forsake family. That Dirty House says Mimi telling people she related to Charlie B. Moore. Con-Man says, I know the type of girl the second one was. She's addicted to corn. I dealt with a girl like her before. They mask it by being earthy. Girls be secretive about having that addiction. That's true too. I've heard that before too. Mimi, are you a golfer? Says Chosen.
I live in the city of golf, Augusta, Georgia, Masters tournament, first week of April, and I'll be there. Okay. Thank you.
Me University says, y'all energy ain't smooth tonight. Loosen up. Callie Mike in the bill. I think the energy is great. Callie Mike says, what up though with the super sticker? Shout out to Callie Mike. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all of y'all that's holding us down. We appreciate y'all. Let me introduce this next question. I'm going to put the poll up. I'm going to bring my dog D Awesome back up. Wyatt says nails and bonnets and Section 8 beeping, smoke detectors, pajamas in the airport, stretch marks and cigarette burns all go together. Shout out to you, big dog. All right, next question. Should be interesting. Let me see something. Hold on, let me get this up here.
Do women wash up before they walk the dog?
Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. Let me put up this next question.
I had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I still, I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I you.
Yeah, but I but I personally feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But Jazz,
no, it's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
If you want to stay upgraded, stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, you want me to stay with you for these items and use you basically.
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay. So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle and then be happy elsewhere.
No, hold on. Let me
that's your way of saying that.
No,
but if my lifestyle is now contingent, my current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment, then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin them things.
Wow.
Hey, watch. She had those long nails.
Hold on. Let me introduce the question. Jesus. Good God. All right. So let me give some context behind this, right? Now, this clip is from some years ago, but one of the reasons why it's kind of resurfacing and why I decided to use it is because of a recent clip that was on Earn Your Leisure from this girl named Aisha Diaz, where she was kind of talking about how, what she expects from a guy that's basically talking to her from women that, work that live that type of life. And that she was talking about $45,000, $50,000 a month in order to sustain her lifestyle. Now, I didn't want to do that because I thought that would be unrealistic. So I kind of went with this older clip because I think that this more or less speaks to a mindset that women have today, or that people are starting to develop today, whether they can attain it or not. I'm starting to see a lot of women kind of talk the same way, like they have expectations, sustaining lifestyle. Once they get to a certain level, they don't want to go down, so on and so forth. So the initial question, and I know that we kind of break off and go into different things. The initial question is, how long should a person support your lifestyle after a breakup, whether you married or y'all was just in a long-term relationship?
Well, if you married,
hold on. I'm gonna put the poll up and I'm gonna put up D. Go ahead, Shampoo.
If you married, then that's obviously going to be kind of complicated because you still have to, you got to work that out in court. But if you're in a long-term relationship and you have a woman at a certain lifestyle, like that young lady said, and it breaks and y'all break up, he doesn't owe you to keep your lifestyle up. You're supposed to, I brought you this far, so now you get a next dude. You don't have to go back. You can you can do what you want to do.
Go get a job. Just go get a job.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to support yourself. But I don't owe you anything no more. You was with me. When you was with me, you benefited.
Yeah, unless you're married. I think
now you're not with me for whatever reason, you can't benefit no more. Kick rocks.
Well, yeah, women that live off of men anyway.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me just finish this. But what she said at the end was dangerous because she said, "I'll do something to mess all that up." So what she's saying is she'll say that you did something to her if you don't keep that lifestyle up, and she'll say you did something to her illegally. I won't get into it, but she'll say you did something to her to get you jammed up. She said that at the end. I heard her. She said, "I'll mess all this up."
It could be that, but it don't have to go that far.
No, I'm just going by what she said in the video.
Let me tell y'all what the options are on the poll. This is what I put on the poll for the chat. How long should you support her lifestyle after a breakup? Until she get with another man,
No.
1 year, 2 years, or you cut her off immediately.
Cut her off.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
I mean, honestly, I would say give her like be a little graceful, give like maybe 2-3 months. But based off your options, I would say immediately then.
Yeah, immediately.
Flip it and say, would you take if you were the one with the money, would you be taking care of a man that you was breaking up with for any amount of time?
When you break up with a woman, if you hit no, like she said, if you got at a lifestyle and you break up with her, now your mission is to see her demise.
Pretty much.
You're not supposed to stay up like that.
And her mission is to see your demise.
I mean, well,
Hey Jay, would you get that pussy up for 3 more months?
That's a better equivalent. Would you like say you cooked for him before? Would you cook and have sex with him for 3 months after breakup?
No, but
So why would a dude? So why would a man give his money? So why would a man give his resource?
Smart. She was taking some of that allowance and she was putting it in a bank account for a hard time. She was doing a rainy day fund. You stupid.
And that's what they normally do, Mimi.
That's what they should have. She should have.
That's why you don't deal with most of these women, because they put in the rainy day funds and it's like
But if
culture.
he
They got
was
you.
dumb enough to give it to her, then she should have been smart enough.
You're right about that.
Women,
You're right
They
about that
either
part.
gonna do one or two things. They either gonna put money away.
they're not gonna do that. Women.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Hold on.
Shampoo?
T-Max,
What?
I'm bringing
Women
you
don't
back.
want to spend their own money.
I'm gonna bring you back up in a second.
Someone else's
Let
money.
me throw some context in here because I was waiting on the chat to ask this. What if you got kids with her?
That's different. That's
a
different.
Okay, well, explain to me. Wait. Explain to me how long you should sustain her lifestyle.
Cold nigga.
Got kids with her
until she go to court and make you
Until the
do it.
court decides, right?
But I think about no, you got to do
The
it.
scenario,
forever.
she's divorcing the man.
Or they're broke up because they.
We're not talking about marriage.
Like Erica.
I'm
Like
not listening to what he said. Y'all just talking. You're not listening.
Time out. I find this question very interesting. When the first question was all this, I just want to be single. I don't want anything. But now, fast forward to this question, when we talk about lifestyle, now all this, well, I want him to still support and all this kind of understanding for this perspective. We're not talking about a marriage. Let's just scratch that out, because what she's talking about is I don't even think it's a relationship. It's more like an arrangement. It's like that person might be her pimp or whatever, because all of that stuff that they talking about, I'm hoping that people in real life don't walk around like that, and not especially.
I can't wait to get my answer on this question.
Hey, well,
I mean, you're absolutely right, Doc. It aligns a lot with prostitution. A wise man once said, if you saw a pack of lions walking towards you, could you tell me which one of them motherfuckers just got through eating? And the answer is absolutely no. You wouldn't be able to identify that. The fact of the matter goes like this. So many real women aligned themselves with whole behavior. The girl that was speaking was a very attractive girl. She could have been a very Christian, probably even Taoism type of woman. But the ideology, the idea, the collective matter that she presented was very whole-like. Where does the separation begin? Where did the set apart become a thing? That's what I'm saying, the collective mindset. Where is your identity in this? Because we hear it so much. We hear it from a particular woman. That's why bro said, I characterize women with the nails. And a lot of times, just to be factual, a lot of the women that say the same shit have those nails. No disrespect, Mimi. Appreciate what you do. Appreciate what you do. But he's absolutely right. But again, we're taking things too far. We're taking things far too far from where they are. We got to call things what they are. This is whole-like behavior.
So you're saying the nails is whole-like behavior?
Yeah.
No, the whole ideology of it all. All of it.
Okay.
All of it. The fact that you sit up there and you benefit from a relationship, you more than likely ended the relationship and think that you should have the entitlement to declare more of the standard of living that's no longer for you.
Yeah, I don't know why
I'm gonna say I disagree. No, I don't know. I don't know if it's whole behavior, but I will say that I think it's selfish behavior and it's entitlement. I think that because the women have access, they confuse that with ownership. And they think because I can touch that, I can drive that, I can sleep in here, I can leave my dirty drawers here, I got my two here, I call my mom and them to come over here. They think that because they're getting all these things that wives usually get in their minds, they become wives before they're even proposed to. So when the relationship unfortunately fails, they believe that they are entitled to what they were introduced to, not understanding that, okay, well, if we're not married, I'm this close to the gold mine. That means bring your shovel to the gold mine and dig you up some resources, connect, network with people, not just to take advantage, but to take advantage of your opportunity to say, hey, like, I'm with someone that can do this thing for me. What if things don't work out? I don't want to give up this lifestyle, but I'm not going to make someone think that they owe me luxury and comfort at their dime. What if they get with someone else?
I think he brought it to a certain level. It's quite simple. He brought it to a certain level. They broke up. Now she has to, if she wants to keep that lifestyle up, she'll find a man that could keep that lifestyle up. I raised you enough now. We not together no more. Go on about your business, bitch.
There is zero support. Zero support for whatever she's talking about. Like, this is why, like, you shouldn't learn. I mean, I don't want to call her a hoe, but it's definitely a byproduct of whole
just
culture, because whole culture has really pushed forth these ideas and gave women, I guess you can say, girls game, but they learn the game from like all these like strippers and people that are used to extort men for in exchanging these things. You shouldn't. That type of mindset doesn't exist among quote unquote wives. I would say this: there are wives and there are everybody, and then there's everybody else. That's why I see the gap between those who are marriage material and those who are recreational material are really starting to widen. That type of stuff, that's an exchange.
What do you mean by recreational?
Just for having sex.
Prostitution.
Whatever a wife is, whatever all that other stuff, whatever you
wait, hey Doc,
that doesn't involve putting something on her hand.
Doc, you can't say pussy or not. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I see. Oh, you got
Dr. Christopher. May I ask what Dr.
funny about that? Hey Doc, you know what's funny about that?
Oh man,
if you thinking it, you might as well say it.
Doc, just walk away.
If you look at if you're a
Doc,
Christian and you went to the church and everything, and you see a young lady with a big ass and a sundress, and you're thinking about that, you're not saying it is not helping your Christianity.
Doc whistle Dixie.
That's a fact.
Ass watching in church is crazy enough. God bless them all. That's all I'm gonna say.
You fooling somebody by not saying it. Oh, I'm just thinking it. Nobody knows I'm thinking it. Yeah, we know.
I personally don't believe in these women. I don't think these women should be out here trying to live off of men. I just personally am not the type, personally. However, I know women do it, and if they're going to do it, the best thing you can do is put some money to the side and stop thinking that these men are going to take care of you until the day that you die.
Be smart about it. I agree with that.
That's going to happen, and like I said, I don't agree with it. I don't care how big your ass is. I don't care how cute you are. My daddy always used to say, show me the most beautiful woman in the world. It's a man out here tired of sleeping with her. So, and tired of her mouth. So at the end of the day, you better get ready for that day when he puts your ass out the pasture. That's all I'm saying. So,
damn.
Yeah, I don't agree with women like that either. She definitely had too much ownership and entitlement with their whole situation. But back to Anton's question, as far as it relates to the kids, I feel like that's a little different. If he has all this money, maybe he can put her up in a place and then she can agree to what she can afford to take care of their household for her and the children. But their whole entitlement of thinking he's supposed to just pay for her lifestyle until whenever she thought, I guess she's getting ready for him to stop. That's crazy.
Ever since I've been in relationships, I've been lucky in finding a person that's not like me, but tolerates the way I am. I've been lucky like that. Like, you know, they don't try to change me.
That's actually blessed.
That's a good thing, Shampoo. You're blessed with it.
Yeah,
Good for
you ain't
you.
get along with. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Can with the kids
I
involved?
never had to put my hands on some, you know.
Well, Shampoo, you shouldn't be doing that anyways.
I never had to choke a bitch.
Oh, no, Shampoo.
David, what were you about to say about the kids?
To like Jade's points, like piggyback off of it, like if they were to break up and since the man is his source of income, do we see it as a possibility that the man could take the children so he doesn't have to fund the woman's lifestyle just to make sure that the children are
No,
okay?
we ain't taking no kids.
And say that happen. Like, do we think that men would put that option on the table? Like, hey, I got all this money. If you let me take custody of the kids, I'll put you in the condo.
Yeah, but we don't want your kids.
Yeah, because you know what? Likely what's to happen.
Let me ask a question. And I want to separate it, right? Is it a different requirement for a woman that you breaking up with that you married versus a woman that you've been in a long-term relationship with?
Different.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hell yes, it is.
No, with a woman for a long period
Of course, there's a difference because when you're obligated by law through alimony, when you're married, you're obligated by law to give some type of reimbursement to the woman after breakup.
And you should do it. And you should do it right after you break up. If you married and you break up and y'all headed for a divorce, you should still take care of her so she don't be so angry when she takes you to court. In her mind, she'd be like, you know what, this nigga still held me down, even though.
No, wait. Even if you two are in a long-term relationship.
If you say, yo, I ain't giving you no money no more,
that speaks more to the. I want to ask Destiny. What are your thoughts on this? How long should a man support a woman's lifestyle after a breakup? And you can approach it from any angle you want to, whether you want to look at it from a marriage perspective, long-term relationship perspective, any of that. What are your thoughts on this, Destiny? I don't know if she can hear me.
She's so pretty with that roller set. That thing looking good tonight, girl. Destiny, you can't hear us? Destiny.
She probably can't hear me.
She frozen. Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny. Oh,
Okay.
she got to drop.
All right, go ahead.
Her husband was like, "Get the fuck off."
But no, there's an absolute difference.
No, I'm just talking.
There's an absolute difference when it comes down to a marriage and a long-term relationship. Obviously, when he married the woman, there was a form of commitment that built up in him to actually take action, to give his life and his last name and protection and provision beyond, just, hey, you could be here. You could be here as long as you like. But when it's over, skedaddle. That's it. That's the end of that. There's no separation.
An unmarried woman breaking up with a man got 30 days because of the address change. After that shit,
y'all don't think that y'all being a little bit extreme here?
No.
The question
is, wait. So y'all saying, wait. Let me hold on, wait, because I've seen I heard a lot of no's. You telling me that if you was married to a girl and y'all break up?
No, she divorces me.
Anton.
She divorces me.
The other option of an unmarried woman getting any damn thing after a breakup.
He said married. Anton said married.
Yeah, I'm saying, Anton, in this scenario, is she divorcing me?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
It don't matter, because you still gotta give her money.
Well, because I just want to know the pretense of the break, why the breakup happened.
I'm gonna bring you up in a second, Destiny.
Did the breakup happen because I was divorced? Like,
so
she's divorcing
y'all
me.
will leave your ex-wife / child mother, your child and shit. Fuck
no. You got it wrong. It was the woman that you married. She's earned something. You've made that commitment. The woman who's a long time position holder. What do you give her?
Nothing. It depends what she did too. It depends what she did. If she did some egregious stuff, I'm gonna just take my kids and then she can.
I was about to say, I think it really depends on what you're breaking up over. Because if we're breaking up because you cheated and you slutted out like 5 girls in Vegas, and I find out about it, bruh, like, or
well, Mimi, let's look at it from the lens of it was just an amicable split, right? That y'all not beefing per se about cheating. Let's remove the cheating from it. Let's remove any of that, right? Let's say that y'all not necessarily angry at each other. Do you still feel as though the person shouldn't get anything and that they should just be able to go on with their life?
Anton, that is so nuanced because
well, Mimi, let me tell you why I said that. Because the girl in the video
I still
said
like you. I'm staying married to you if you didn't do nothing bad to me.
I mean, maybe y'all grew apart. Maybe y'all not.
What the vows are all about, right? For better, for worse.
But Mimi, women are the number one vow breakers. Mimi,
I get it, Mimi. I'm not saying you per se. What I'm saying is,
take myself out of it.
What I'm saying is, breakups and divorce happen every single day, right? So considering that it does happen, regardless of whether or not we agree with it or we would actually do it ourselves, in the event that is happening, do you think that people will be either more likely to get back together or that they would actually have less court interaction or that people would be less bitter and have less trauma when they go into new relationships if we actually approach breakups differently?
Yes, because that'll be easier.
But that's not reality. I think I would love to think that human beings be amicable and not fight and not argue, but that's just not the way it works. Let's be honest. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends. I think culturally it depends on certain things. You're talking to a mixed race person here. Culturally, like my mother has been married and divorced 4 times. Culturally, it was different than what it was for my father. It was ugly.
Yeah, but if your mother got divorced 4 times, it's safe enough to say it was her fault.
No, it's safe. No, it's safe. It's not safe enough to say it was her fault.
Yeah, it is.
No.
If I was a betting man,
it's not.
I'd say it's her fault.
All right. How many times have the men who she was married to?
I'm not here to litigate.
Y'all just speculate. Don't make it personal.
I'm not here to litigate that situation. But I will say this: for the sake of this question, I draw a huge chasm between breakups and divorce. For me, those two things are on polar opposites. Divorce, the court steps in and has ramifications on what you're supposed to do and what you are to maintain as far as that goes. So that's with a marriage. That's with a divorce. But when it comes to breakups, there's no court ruling.
Oh, it's over.
And it shouldn't be. I'm not even going to try to play like
thing that the law is going to state. The only thing that the law is going to state in the state that I live in is that you got about 30 days because you changed your address. Outside of that right there, you got to go with nothing.
Right. And where I'm at, the state I'm in is like, listen, you got a woman that move in with you, just like you can't get no mail here. Especially if you're not gonna be a wife, you can't get no mail here. Sorry. That's just not gonna work.
Even if she lives there.
Get mail, you married, whether you're married or not.
No, not married. As she's married, she has right to get mail here. As a girlfriend, no.
I think it's very hilarious that we're trying to that our first question was all this independence and women who are going their own way. But now this question, we're trying to now have allotments for women who chose not to get married or who stayed in situations that never led to marriage. And now we want to start to send resources toward those type of women.
I thought traditions were dead.
Yeah, no, that ain't it. You're right.
That's a good point.
It's a hypocrisy. It's a hypocrisy of the whole system.
I don't know if the courts even would agree that if you are with someone a long time, that you have certain legal inheritance, you can legally represent yourself as married. So even if a court can look at it like, well, not just you being in a relationship a year or 2, but if you are carrying on with a woman, not breaking up with her, you're with her 5, 6, 7 years, you're considered married. And of course you'll be living in the same home, sharing the same bills, using the same things, sharing the same cars, maybe banks or whatever. So you can even take the last name if you want to. So I don't think
you better.
That's called a roommate.
I think
I looked it up. It's like
that
common law is.
But also,
It's like 7 states that common law
Yeah,
is a
Georgia's
thing.
one of them.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
Colorado,
Let your
Iowa,
common law
Kansas,
wife or
Montana,
husband try to make.
Oklahoma, Rhode Island, and Texas. That's it.
That's cool,
It's
but
not
common
really
law
that
still
many.
don't negate the fact that they're not
Well,
going
I
to
don't
be
think
able
we're
to.
really debating
But
whether
it's not
or the
a
other.
worldwide thing.
Down
Like,
to
that's not a
the
worldwide thing.
point that it's okay to look at it like if you are in a long-term relationship, you can still attain those benefits. So I'm not saying that to say, or one is bigger than the other. I don't care about what's happening more than the other. I'm saying that even if the court recognizes that being together is a form of being married, that the same benefits should ensue in that relationship as if one were married. So that's why
they have a senator, I think his name is Garcia or something. It's some big scandal. He's a married senator, a Republican senator. And he had an affair with a staffer, and he broke up with her, or they broke up, or whatever. And she set herself on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, she killed herself, set herself on fire.
Dang.
And they're trying to rake him through the coals for number one, having an affair on his wife, and the fact that she committed suicide. I don't think that that's his fault that she committed suicide. They've been doing that all day, because I ain't got no love for him or none of that shit.
That's tricky, shampoo.
But he is. I don't think he should be blamed for that. Yeah, he made a mistake. He made a mistake in cheating on his wife with a staffer. But and she was fine too. But now she look like pizza with extra cheese.
Oh my God.
Yo. Bro. Oh.
Pizza wax.
She look like
yo.
Didn't Anton did a video where all these
God.
women are saying they would rather choose married men though. So I don't think that's she knew and she decided to
That's what I'm
sign up for
saying.
that.
Absolutely.
Like, it's his fault now because she chose to be with a married man.
Yep.
Like I don't
They're
get it.
blaming him. They're insinuating that he's to blame because yes, I don't think if she never had an affair with him, she wouldn't have committed suicide. I don't think she would have never. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I do think that, but I don't blame him. They've been doing that shit since 3 days ago.
And they willingly participate. They willingly participate.
I agree with you, Destiny. I saw that video of that guy going around the street asking those questions. But what I noticed about those videos is that on the street, you're asking women that's for the street
women.
What
they represent a couple.
Yeah, and he asked women that were in their 40s, their 50s, their 20s. But I noticed, like, why aren't these type of questions answered in environments where women typically carry themselves at like high standards? Like, ask these questions at an art gala, or ask them.
Those ones aren't on the streets though. They're either with their man or they got somewhere to be. They not standing around on a curb waiting for somebody to walk up to them and ask them, "Hey, what you know what I'm saying?" They wouldn't even dignify that question with an answer. Like that's embarrassing.
Almost like almost like the nail thing.
Of the good content though, to actually show what it looks like when you ask street women, and then what it looks like when you ask non-street women. What does that difference look like, and what can people gather and learn when you ask women on the street and how they're dressed and how they talk versus going to certain places where expected to be.
But if a man is in a marriage, a traditional marriage, we talking about street women and traditional women. If you're in a marriage, you might go out one night, have a couple of drinks, and then you want a street woman before you go home to your traditional woman. It's not a separate thing. It's what you want to move for.
That's true.
There's nothing wrong with a street woman. Sometimes they could be fun. You know what I'm saying? You bring them home, and you know what I'm saying? They slob your knob, and you know what I'm saying? And you having fun. Yeah, I don't expect a woman to like that, but there's men out there that you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'll be over here. I'll be right back, and they mind. And they go to that person they've been going to, and they do, and they button up their pants and bounce. So there's a value to street women. Don't devalue them.
What were you about to say, Doc?
I have a question. Does this whole allotment for breakups and all that stuff like that, does it ever go more than just one way as far as the woman gets the resources from the man? Does it ever go the other way where man gets the resources?
That's what I was saying earlier. We were saying it's only one, only one side is, forced by, the government to, or society to perform their tasks, providing and all that shit. The woman would never be, forced by the government. Oh, you have to cook your husband like meals, or do the laundry for the next few months during this divorce proceeding or whatever. Like it's completely one-sided.
Women are forced to pay their husbands.
No, it's very minuscule amount.
Well, some women will continue to do stuff for you because they trying to get you back. You could cheat on a woman and make a woman feel guilty enough to take you back by making you dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry for blowing up. You said you're not gonna cheat again. I know you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry you cheated on me.
Yeah, there's women like that.
Nice.
Watch, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah. Well, I had one, and we're not in a relationship anymore. So yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he cares. You don't care if that shit is dry.
You look like you haven't had none in a while too.
He does look like he look a little dry. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and you talk about fingernails. Like, how often do you pay for women's fingernails?
That's a good question.
You never do.
When's the last time you paid for a woman's fingernails?
He only date women
with like he under interrogation.
He don't even look like he paid for girls to get their nails done.
It's a good thing.
All y'all jumping on that man.
Yeah, watch. Hey, watch.
All
I'm
y'all
on mood change right
The
now.
one who has the most,
The
one who has the most to say about relationships says he's not in a relationship, and I'm asking you.
But I was in a longer relationship probably than most people up here, though.
Oh, okay. So you in a relationship?
So how would you
know
know?
last time you paid for your girl's nails to get done?
What happened?
Go ahead, Destiny. Go ahead.
Did you? So does the relationship really count?
Yeah. Why doesn't it count?
How long
were y'all together for?
It was common
I'm
law.
saying, but answer my question. I just asked you a question.
No, you can't answer the question.
I just asked you. Wait. I didn't answer. I asked her a question.
You can't answer a question with a question. So
I already said what I said.
And then I asked you a question. I said, why does it matter?
If it didn't lead to marriage, did it really count?
And I said, why wouldn't it count? Why wouldn't it count?
How you going to answer a question with a question?
That's not a question.
I said, if it didn't lead to marriage, does it really matter? Because it didn't count.
You just say no or yes.
I said, why wouldn't it matter?
I just asked the question though.
You're saying no.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does matter. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it does matter. It does matter.
Okay.
Why does it
Now, what's
matter?
your question?
How long was y'all together?
Now answer my question.
What's the question?
Why does it matter?
Because you had so much.
Because, like I said, I'm repeating the same thing that I said. It didn't lead towards anything.
But you have a lot to say too.
And what makes you think you're right and I'm wrong, and vice versa?
Because I'm smarter than you.
How do you? What makes you think you're smarter than you? You sitting up there looking dusty than a motherfucker. What you talking about?
Because I work for myself. I haven't worked in 5 years.
You think you are smarter than me, and you own a company that makes movies, and your video.
All right, let me go ahead and step in.
My videos are what? My videos are what?
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a second.
Where's your 4K
Let me.
My $5,000 camera right here. Sitting casually. $5,000 camera. What are we talking about? You sound stupid.
How long was the
You sound stupid.
That's what I want to know.
24 carats. I mean, what are we talking
I
about?
want to know the same thing.
All right.
How long was the relationship? And do you have any kids? Like,
No, I don't have no kids.
Listen.
Are you answer that one?
I don't have any kids.
Mimi, chill.
Mimi got so you proved my point, Mimi.
Come on.
Okay, there you go.
All right, I'm muting everybody. Let me read the results from the chat. The chat voted, and over 600 votes. 90% says cut her off immediately. 4% says until she find another man. I'm assuming that all of the women voted that part. 1 year is 4%, 2 years is 2%. Now, let me give my opinion on this.
2 years?
I personally believe that you got to support and make sure that the people taking care of you around. Now, let me add the context. First of all, if she got your kid, you can never let your child's mother suffer unless she gets into another relationship. I think that the cutoff, number one, by default, is if you ever talk to somebody else, you should never pay for another man to be dealing with your chick. So that's number one. Number two, I think that if you've been in a long-term relationship or if you've been in a marriage, right, then if you actually care for the person, then it ain't no way in hell that you just gonna let them fall on their face if they didn't do anything. Like if it was an amicable breakup, I don't think it is no way in hell that you should let them fall on their face and just suffer just by default. Now, I do think that it's selfish for a person or for a woman to expect it, right? I think it's selfish as fuck. Because if that's the case and if you expect it, then you still expect to be there. Because in my opinion, if I'm still paying for it and making sure that you're taken care of, you still my girl. I don't give a fuck what you said in the time. I don't care if you said we wasn't together. I don't care if you said we broke up and it's amicable. Nah, you just playing. You still my girl.
Oh, so you saying
you still my girl.
So you saying if you, that's interesting, Anton. So you're saying if we break up and I'm still paying, you know, I'm not going to see you fall. I'm not going to let you fall on your face. You still got to give me sex, though.
I don't look at it from that lens. I think that because even though people are transactional,
I might got to agree with you with that.
No. Even though people are transactional, yeah, you still my girl.
So like, yeah, when you say that, you mean that though. You mean that you still.
No, I just mean it in general. Like I think that I should be able to come over whenever I want.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that all of that stuff still plays. I think we pretend breaking up.
Okay. Anton, do you think
however you say it,
objective, or are we going across the board? Because you know, ain't every man in this world is not allowed, and they break up with their girl, they could just roll up and they be like, "Yeah, give me some of that cooch." Like,
if they got money, they can. You some broke nigga.
Hey, Mimi,
listen,
when you act like you broke up with a guy that's still taking care of everything and taking care of business, I don't even think you really believe that you broke up. I think you're just mad for the moment. Listen, when you are in a situation where you still got to go and pay for your own shit versus being in a situation where you still got access to the credit cards, you can go and feed yourself off this nigga dime, y'all not broke up. Y'all just having a little situation. Y'all having a little kerfuffle.
Anton, that's not reality for most people.
No,
that's not reality.
I'm telling you that
you're not listening to the context.
I'm just saying that's not reality for most people.
It's 100% reality.
No, you got to listen to the context of what he's putting it in. He's putting it clearly in the parameters.
Let me hear.
So
listen, if a girl is still, if y'all been, listen, we're not talking about people that was just in a fly by night couple months. We kicked it with each other. We lived with each other for a little bit. We're talking about people that's been in a relationship long term. They know each other inside and out. They know what I like. They know what you don't like. They know what your problems is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, and this ain't a breakup then.
Yeah, she probably ordered you a sleep evaluation because you snore too much or some shit. Like some real shit, like real relationships. If you leaving, but you still spending money, and y'all not, it wasn't on no diabolical junk, somebody cheating or something like that. Man, y'all not broke up. Y'all just having a little bit of an argument. But that's what I'm saying is I think that people.
What if she cheating on you? What if she cheated on you? She don't deserve no money then.
She don't deserve no money, but like he said, if he's still paying for it, the access is still there. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Just like this. Imagine, Shampoo, you had a business idea, right? And you came to me for funding, right? I fund you to support your business idea, but then I say, because I gave you this money, I want you to do this, like this. Right?
Yeah.
I'm funding it. So I make a demand on how I want something to be presented because I'm funding it. It's no different. Now that you're no longer in this quote unquote relationship, as you said, I'm still funding it. So guess what? When I knock on that door
Yeah.
It better open.
Open your legs. Yeah.
It better open.
What are you talking about?
Y'all tripping, bro.
This is
No,
insane.
but
This is completely insane.
that's
No
what
woman is
happens, though,
going
bro.
for that shit, man.
That's
Like,
what happens.
So
When
how-
mom gets
it
involved,
can happen. It can happen.
when mom gets involved, that's exactly what happens.
No, D, let me tell you something. The
if you're a
kid being there happens more the door opening up than fucking money.
This may
If
be
you
true.
got a kid with a woman, the door opens up faster than you just take.
I can believe that.
Yeah, facts.
That's true, but
And Doc said it.
If women say they're done,
but
they're
if you
not
ain't,
actually
but if you don't
done.
have,
That's
but
not
if
true.
you don't but if you don't have no money and you then the door opens because you got kids with her, she say, "Don't touch me. You here to see them kids, nigga. You ain't giving me no money,
man. You know how.
So you ain't getting none of this.
Look, y'all know how this.
But what if she opened the door because she called you to come back? Like, I mean, is that not an option? Like, even though women claim that they're done, they're not actually done. They're just saying
You can open the door, what that girl say on folded. It's not folded.
The body wants what the body wants.
Yeah,
like,
but women often doesn't make decisions when they initially say when they're playing fake done. They often make decisions during that period that actually disqualify them in actually. You know
that's a lie, because y'all go back every time. Stop it.
Every time.
Y'all who?
Stop it.
What are you basing that off? Tyler Perry movies? Like,
so can we ask you a question?
No.
Are you really?
So you mean to tell me when your girl left you and she
How you figure
told you,
she left
hey,
me?
like,
How you figure she left me?
I'm sorry. If you left your girl,
That's what I'm saying. Look, the narrative is Tyler Perry. Why did I get married to all that
like,
nigga shit?
You can't just say women don't call men back, even if they say they're done. Like they might have meant it in that time, but like they're like, okay, I had some time away from him. I want him to come back.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just talking shit. But I mean,
okay,
yeah, but no. But I'm saying like it doesn't generally happen like that. Like
I think so. I think it does. I think
we just spoke about tradition versus modern, and I think Doc hit it on the head earlier. The way we talking right now is on some traditional shit, like take care of her till the day she die until she meets somebody else. We living in modern times. Who the fuck is paying? And look, let's speed it up to modern times.
Can't afford it.
But listen, I can't afford it either. But let's speed it up to modern times when most modern women are flaunting around that they got the education and the money nowadays. I don't give a fuck how much the man making. He ain't finna just keep kicking out after she gone. Because in his mind, once out that door, you literally sleeping with somebody else.
Yeah. Y'all was sleeping with somebody else the whole time.
Yeah, but you ain't no man.
What do you mean?
Come on.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know what I mean.
But you ain't.
Nah, he didn't know. He didn't know that.
Listen, I'm only breaking up with you because you cheated anyway. So
what kind of shit is that? Y'all moving. Can y'all leave the Tyler Perry studios? What are y'all talking about? Like, there's other scenarios other than, oh, girl, he cheated on me. Girl, he cheated with his coworker at our corporate job. What are you talking about?
Listen. I got to keep y'all on point on time. So shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all. We got more subjects coming, more than one, because we only an hour and a half in. It's gonna be a good time. I hope y'all enjoying the show. I'm glad that the chat is engaging with the poll and everything like that. I'm reading y'all feedback. I'm seeing what y'all saying. Good energy. I like it, and I like what everybody is talking about on the panel. It's dope. Y'all are making me work overtime, so we got a new dynamic that I'm trying to introduce here. Let me read some of the super chats, and then I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the next question. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, "Dude with the beard look like Jason Lee with a beard."
Oh.
Callie Mike says, "Depending on the circumstances, it's kind of its kids. If it's kids, I guess he meant to say if it's kids involved. You have to take care of his responsibilities, but if it's just a breakup, all ties are cut." Yeah. The Genius CEO says kids, no kids, wife or ex-wife. I'm going to bring you back up, T-Max. Or ex-wife, end it immediately. Don't be out here being finesse, trying to be a good guy. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says thoughts on Stephon Diggs getting released. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Justin Mapson says, if you all had arrangements that were based on you both, like a lease for a condo, then you should uphold your end. More Than Mellow says, pay for the Uber to her parents. Jesus. Callie Mike says, question for the female panelists. If the woman did most of the providing, should she take care of the man after a breakup or divorce? And if no, why?
They do though. Halle Berry, like they
Yeah, oh
go
yeah,
with you to the
Halle
grave.
Berry, yeah, everybody, yeah, Halle Berry,
Most
fucking
women,
unicorn
most
with a
women
fitted
don't make
cap,
more men.
everybody.
Most women don't make more money than men though.
You
So
see
Yeah,
what you
but
did? You
that's
see what you did,
by their
Callie Mike?
choice.
Callie Mike, you see what you did?
Women choose men that make more. They're more
Tell
attractive.
G says one drunk man is smarter than 3 women with PhDs. Callie Mike says, so are the women asking about marriage? Mary, this is crazy. How did it just get so personal that fast? What happened? More Than Mellow says, suffering builds character even in women. He said, make that whole suffer. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, since y'all on this subject, might as well talk about the money bag. Yo, boy, baby mama boyfriend situation, calling him out for staying the night at his baby mama house. That's a lot. Courtney Egger says, shout out to y'all and all of the bag chasers. That's a fact. Tell G says, bottom left looks like Cuter Rack from Power.
Rock, yeah.
Cuter Rock. I don't watch Power. Well, first of all, I just want to say appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Shout out to Me University says, 1, forgive, 2, act like she cheated because she has. Probably. I want to say I appreciate the chat. Thank you to everybody that continues to support the platform. Thank you to everybody that rock out with us with the super chats. All of that. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. But I have to introduce a new subject and a new poll question to the chat. And I want to see what y'all got to say about it. Callie Mike, I'm going to read that super chat shortly. But let me introduce this new question into the conversation.
I don't want a man who has a lot of money. And I know that is a wild way to start a video, but hear me out. I do not need, nor do I want a man who makes tons of money, because a lot of the times, not all, but some, those men feel like that's all they have to do is make a lot of money. Just because a man makes a lot of money does not mean he's going to be generous with said money. I need a man who is generous. And I need a man who wants to put forth the effort to make me happy. You could have all the money in the world. You could be a billionaire. But if you are selfish, if you are self-absorbed, if you are obtuse to what your woman needs and wants, your money's not going to do anything. You're not paying attention to who you have in front of you. But if you have a man that wants to put forth the effort, if you have a man that is generous with whatever he has, I feel, and y'all tell me if y'all agree or disagree in the comments, I feel like a generous man that is considerate will treat you 10 times better than a man who makes a whole bunch of money but could care less about you. What do you think?
Yes.
So wait a minute.
You did.
Let me introduce the question to the chat. The chat is part of this. I put a poll in the chat and I said, should women prefer to be with a rich man, a generous man, or an average man? And I see y'all getting super engaged right now. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna come back to the poll question towards the end of this segment before we introduce the next question. But the question is, do women or should women prefer rich, normal, and generous, or stable? Rich, normal, and generous, or stable men? What is best for them? I want the women to chime in. I want the men to chime in, and I want to get y'all perspective. Mimi is very engaged with this, so we're gonna start off with her.
Start with who?
Who? I don't know. I didn't.
I thought I said Mimi, but go ahead.
I was trying to be quiet because I was so lit about it. Okay, so I will say from personal experience, okay, because I've experienced both. I think that a man should be stable, right? I would prefer a man that is stable, that can give me both love, time, all of that. And I know that is not a popular opinion, right? Because most women want a man that can provide, and yeah, I get it. I'm a little different. So speaking from my perspective, I'm a little different. I prefer a man that is wanting to provide and willing to do what it takes to provide, and maybe he's not there yet, but he's stable and he brings in a certain income that does his part. at the end of the day, but I don't want a man that just gives me a bunch of money and I just sit there and I'm just unloved, unliked, untaken care of in all of the other aspects of a relationship. But that's me. I'm different. I think a lot of women literally want the opposite. That's just my personal opinion. But I
think that women mostly want, and I can understand it, they like a lot of attention. So I think normal and generous. And she wasn't saying money being generous. She was talking about generous with your feelings and showing her love and you know what I'm saying? Women love that. So I don't know why she thinks a man with money can't do that, but I do understand what she's saying. That's why when niggas say, damn, she love that nigga. Like, yo, that broke me. I ain't got no, but he pays attention to her. That's why some women are attracted to men in prison, because they can show them a lot of attention. They write letters and there's a lot of attention, calling on the phone, or it be collect. They calling and calling and calling. Women like all that attention.
Yeah, there's a lot of women out here that'll settle for just that. You know, all they care about is that the man is giving them attention. He's not giving her money. He's not even there physically. But I'm not of that lifestyle. I just think that I think that there's a balance when it comes to relationships. And I mean, any woman that has ever been with men who are rich and all they give them is money, that shit it wears down over a period of time, especially if you're a woman that can make your own money. Now, if you're a woman who can't make any money, you're going to ride it out into the nursing home. But these girls out here that actually can make money, I think they're a little different these days. I mean, I just personally am not going to settle with just being generous with things. Things don't mean everything, but Anton's about to tell me I'm wrong.
No. I wanna ask Hannah.
I personally think you can have rich, normal, and generous. I think that, I mean, not everybody, I think you should really, in the end, just go for who you love, who you connect with. I don't think you should really go out and look for someone with money or someone's, I mean, obviously you need to have a criteria that you want in a man, but also meet that same criteria with what you bring to the table. But yeah, I think you can have rich, normal, generous. I think you can have it all. It just depends on the person.
But so who should they go after is the question. Who should they go after?
No.
I don't think you should personally go after someone. I think like you should organically and naturally.
But what if you're poor?
What'd you say?
But what if you're poor too?
See, this is I'm in the first relationship where I'm being provided for. All my other ones, I was providing for myself. So I think I found someone who can provide for me, someone that I love, someone I can have fun with, someone I can connect with, and someone who still pays attention to me even though he has money. So that's why I say I think it really just depends on the person. I don't think you should like go chasing. I think that's where people mess up. Like,
if he loses his money tomorrow, are you still gonna like him?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I think girl, so you can have both. You can be poor and you know the three things you listed. I'm sorry, poor, whatever, in money. You said so. If he took away the whole money, you'd still be okay with it.
Yeah, she said, yeah, you keep asking the same questions.
Yeah, because I mean,
so it can be both. Is what my point is.
I don't have a problem providing for him. Like if he were to have a dip in his income or something were to happen, I would have no problem.
How long?
That's black.
Yeah, a dip is one thing, but how long is the?
Oh, you trying to beat her up because she's a good woman? You're a good woman, Hannah.
Just trying to look at it from
shout out to you, Hannah. Yeah, shout out to you,
my
Hannah.
relationship before him, he didn't work for 3 years.
There you go.
And I provided all 3 years because I cared.
Oh my God.
Okay, so it wasn't just money. So
Anna wins.
Money.
Anna wins.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
So like, I
wish all women were like Hannah.
Make money for themselves. Like you should go out and make money, but also you shouldn't over prioritize it to where you're minimizing your options of marrying and dating. Like you shouldn't be waiting till 35 to be married. But like, I still think you should get out of college, get a job, make some money so you can survive on your own. So you don't feel like you have to jump into a relationship right after you get cut off from a rich man and expect a lifestyle. Like, I feel like you should already have something set up just in case something happens in your current relationship. And you be able to leave.
Hannah,
Let me say this.
Don't let women think that you got it good, baby. You got
She got it good. She got it good, but she also accepted it when it was less, and that's what I was getting to.
Nah,
it wasn't
you ain't
just
saying that.
having 3. It was actually 4.
You should be like Hannah, man. You should be like Hannah.
Yeah, get a fucking man.
I haven't been like Hannah.
I think women initially they date the brokey and then they try to course correct with dating a rich man, and then when they date the rich man, they don't get what they want. Now they want just a generous man. Now they want the average man, and it's just like when you don't go into it looking what you can get out of it, and you're just genuinely in that relationship just because that person who that person is, you're gonna get everything that you want out of it. When you don't go into
that's not reality. That's not how
that's not your reality. That's not your reality. But
no,
when
I'm just giving you
go into things with genuine intent. When you go into it with genuine intent, sometimes things work out, sometimes things don't. But you got to go in it with genuineness.
I think the loss of translation when the term go, that don't mean you necessarily actually go seeking someone. It just means that you open your decision for the person that actually came to you. So when I say go for them, is it who comes to you, right? Who meshes with you? Do you go for the dude who is of less, but his character is stellar? You know, he presents himself to be a quality person.
Yes.
He's persistent, not in just his mannerism, but his actions and time and showing, right? And that could be translated across the board. There's psychopaths that are willing to do that. So who should you go for is the question.
If you are a wise man, then you are for the most part able to tell who rocking with you and who just here for the ride. So like whether you put money on the table, whether you're not, you can tell if she's down for you. And if a woman is really down for you, whether you have money or not money, it don't matter. She'll rock with you in an apartment. She'll rock with you in a studio. She'll rock with you. The same woman will rock with you in a mansion.
Now, some women, to be honest with you, some women will say that, yo, I live in the tent, but you try to put them in the tent. Shit, they be. I was just saying that. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, like
I think a lot of women go wrong when they tell men what they want instead of just having
just
expectations and just see how he just moves without you telling him, and then you'll really get to see if he's really moving like out of your best interest or not. Like,
I agree.
I don't know. It's just it's not as hard as people make it seem. It's really not as hard. People make it hard.
I agree with that.
But the problem with love is love is that eventually it will disappoint you because that person that you're in love with is gonna die. So eventually it will hurt you. So sometimes it's better to not be in love.
Let me ask, let me tap in. Hold on. You already know I'm coming to you. Jade?
Yeah.
Should women prefer a rich man, a normal and generous man, or just a stable man?
So I really think it's all about perspective on like what the woman is looking for exactly, because there's women out here that want rich men, but typically the rich man can't provide the time and the effort, as like Mimi was saying. So if that's what she's looking for, if she just wants the money, then go for the rich man. For me, I would say the one that's normal and generous, because I feel like not only will he be generous with his finances in the sense of not just providing as far as paying for all the bills and things of that nature, but just being thoughtful with gifts, flowers, random gifts, birthday gifts, things like that. That's being generous, as well as, filling the tank of like gas for your car, whatever it may be, being generous, but just being normal, having a decent salary to provide for himself and for you, y'all kids, whatever. Stable to me just means like he's stable. He could keep a job, whatever job that might be. He could pay for his bills for himself. he's stable. But for me, I would say a man that's normal, that's generous. I feel like that would probably be the most common for most women because, you know, he's generous with his finances, but also his time too.
Yeah, but Jade, it was normal, generous, and rich, and then your option was stable. You had 2 options, not 3.
There's
normal, generous, and rich.
Oh no, normal and generous was one. Normal and generous was one.
You said stable. Oh hell, then I misunderstood the question.
No. The options are
nice try, Mimi.
Rich. No.
Normal and generous.
Listen. Let me differentiate between the 3 because I think that we have a little bit of confusion. This is what the difference is. Rich don't necessarily mean generous. It just means that he has resources. So you may not ever struggle. That don't necessarily mean that you are going to be living a lavish lifestyle. But he rich, right? Normal and generous, it could be a person that's a hustler, but he may not necessarily be rich like the other guy. But he's a person that is very generous with whatever it is that he gets. It don't mean he always It don't matter. It don't mean he always gonna be up. He may be down sometimes, but when he got it, he gonna make sure that you got it too, right? He gonna do whatever he can to make sure you get whatever it is that you want. All right.
Okay.
The stable guy is the person that you know is gonna have a pension. He gonna have a 401k. You're not gonna live a lavish lifestyle. He's not going to be like the rich guy. He's not going to be like the generous guy, but he is going to be responsible and you're going to have a roof over your head. All right. Those are the 3 choices. That's the context.
Okay. So there's no
women don't want stable. Women don't want stable.
Women
don't want stable. They don't want stable because stability is boring to them. They want drama. They want drama.
Right.
So stability is out because that's too boring, that's too mundane, that's too, he gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Stability is like your dad.
No, that's routine. That's routine. That's routine.
Yes. Women don't want
routine and stability are different.
We don't have order. We are very chaotic beings until we're not.
Routine,
but naturally we're chaotic, and we need the man to bring order.
Disagree. I would say I'm like torn between the 2 because honestly, I want a stable man, like the 401k, having a pension, like that's important for the long term.
Are you a homebody? Are you a homebody though? Because I think that will work for women who
are homebodies.
You know what? But you know what? But also though, like I want a man that's generous and kind of like Hannah said, if my man falls short, I don't mind picking up where he falls short. But he's generous, and if the man that's stable, that has the 401k, that has the pension, that's going to put me up in a nice house, and it's a 9 to 5 or whatever the case is, that's good long term. But I want a man that's generous. So if he's not going to be generous, then I kind of got to go off to the generous and normal because if he does fall off, I don't mind him.
I got you, Dalen. I'm about to pick you back up. I know y'all want a unicorn, right? Y'all want the rich and generous person, but I'm not.
Yeah.
The ex-con Marine who went to jail. But
I'm not ready to release. Y'all want a unicorn, but I'm not giving you that option because
no such thing.
I'm not going to give y'all that option. So now I want to tap into T-Max. T, what do you think about what these women are saying? And do you believe them or do you not believe them?
I don't believe them at all. So at the end of the day, when it comes to generous, right, I think he's the most generous when he's trying to go get the most for y'all. Now, if you got a selfish motherfucker, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna be generous to the one that he loves, and he can be the most generous when he have the most. So like, if you just take it off percentages, period. If he's making the most and gifting you whatever he chooses to, that may be more than what the average man is willing to give.
Wait, Molly said they need a stud. Oh my God.
Hey, but as according to recent days, studs got a movement talking about they going straight because they tired of women shit too. So how that's gonna work?
I think we have a lot of traditional women on this panel.
I want to be.
And
I'm
it's
trying to
starting
be.
to show. And it's showing. It's
For
showing.
real, because I know Quentin has said on Room 9 before that women want their men a little gay. And I think he's right. Women want a
he's
best friend in a
100%
man.
100%
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely. I thought that was funny.
Wait. Say what do women
Quentin
want?
said, he said women want their men to be a little gay.
No.
I think he's right.
No, that's
No,
crazy.
he's right.
Using the
He's
wrong
right in the
terminology, but
sense.
when she said they
No,
want
they
a
try to
best
force.
friend,
They try. No. Women try to force. No,
You're right.
no.
He's right.
No, this
He's
is what it
right.
is. Evolutionarily, women try to force. They use that as a testing mechanism. Like they try to test you with those things, and if you go along with it, they end up repulsing you. But like you can't feed into
because
the.
women want men to change
You
into
said
what they
women
want, and then when
want
they do,
their
they
men
don't
a
like it.
little gay. I thought you said make their men a little gay. So I retract my statement. I feel like women, like mothers, make their sons gay.
but you're not talking
make them
about
feminine.
I retract. I don't want my man even a little bit gay. Sorry.
Not even a little bit.
Well, let me not say
She was
women.
being
That's what he
facetious.
said. That's what he
She meant
said. But he meant feminine. He meant
Yeah, I
feminine.
know what he meant.
I know what you mean.
But
But
they want a
again,
man to be their best
feminine.
friend. They want their man to be their
They
confidant.
don't really want
They
that.
want
They
their
don't
man
really want that.
to do all that. But when they do that, then you're too soft. So it's just like women don't want. Well, not all. They don't know what they want.
Most.
Okay? They don't know what they want.
When I go with my wife, they get pedicures and manicures and all that so-called girly stuff. That's what they like. They don't like I don't know, man. You it's not gay, but you gotta be soft
feminine.
sometimes. You don't have to always be hard rock all the
no
time.
clear polish, please. No.
Yeah, do you get gloss? You get gloss or buff?
A
Yeah,
light
shampoo.
buff.
That's the real question. You
I don't
getting
even
the
offer
clear
that to men. A light
Shampoo?
buff. No
Shampoo.
clear
Do you get gloss
clear
or buff?
polish.
You get buff?
What you call it? The
gloss
clear?
or the buff?
We get the
the
clear
clear
polish.
polish, the what's the one that lasts a
don't
long
say
time?
it. Don't say it.
Gel?
Gel. I
My
get
gel?
gel.
Gel, clear
What are you getting gel for, Shammy? Come on,
Ain't
man.
nothing wrong with gel.
It lasts longer.
You want your shit all shiny and shit, man?
He ain't coming to the right person. You should be coming
If it ain't shiny, I ain't paying.
Let me see your nail count, Watt.
Let me
Let me
give
see
you a
your
nice
nail count.
Them fingernails dirty as hell.
You need a good manny. You
My
need
nails
a
is
good
clean.
manny.
What are you talking
Probably
about?
petty too.
Digging up coffins.
Probably petty too.
What
You
the
probably
fuck
got
is
petty
your
too.
nails as
Manny
clean
and a
as?
petty.
Bugging out. My nails is clean. No dirt. I don't got no dirt under my fingernails.
Black ring around them all the way around.
What the fuck? That's my skin color, you racist motherfucker. What kind of shit is that? You need to scrub that blackness off you. You fucking slave master.
Don't blame your dirty fingernails on your
Oh yeah, I should scrub the darkness away, right? You
little
fucking
nuts.
slave owner.
The J's
You sound like a lunatic.
They look like a yeast infection.
Yeah. Let you job. Oh, you don't work no
So
way.
to Jay's point, she made a point about what bro was saying, and I've had several interaction with women in the past where they were like, "I want you to be my best friend," and I would decline that because I would let it be known that if you are my best friend, you're not getting X, Y, and Z from me. That's that. Don't call me after a certain time because that's not what you're not going to get the woman treatment. So there's a fine line women got to think about when you talk to certain men. There's going to be some dudes that can probably handle that and be okay with that. Then there's going to be others. There's going to be something like me that if I think of you as a best friend, you're not getting preferential woman treatment.
Yeah.
That's when they stop calling you their
I don't
person.
agree with that best friend stuff. My wife ain't my
Yeah.
best friend. That'd be crazy. If that's your best friend, you tell her everything.
Fuck no.
My man said, "You my wife. You my wife."
You're partners now. That's the new thing. Partners.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
That's bullshit.
I never
We're partners.
Hey, I got thrown off by that shit too. Somebody was like, yeah, my partner's on the way here, and I was like,
that's modern.
I was like, oh, I didn't know. And then a whole grown ass woman come around the corner, and she's like, how you doing? I'm like, oh, who's this? She's like, oh, this is my partner. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
But most people say a significant other. The partner thing is new. Like that's fair.
It's indoctrination. It's
It
part
is.
of the indoctrination.
It is.
Yeah, it's subtle mind control, unfortunately.
Don't call me your partner, bitch. We're gonna have problems.
I think that most women prefer the normal, generous guy.
That's what I think.
Most men are generous. Most men are generous, I think.
You say most men are generous?
I think most men are generous. Now, it might not be to all women, because not
Yeah,
all women are
there's levels.
deserving.
You know what?
Most men are generous. Most men are generous to all women.
There's levels to it, because
Not
if you're
monetarily.
the guy who, you know, works at McDonald's, you bring her, you know, the McDonald's food home at night, you try to help her out, maybe you pay a water bill.
I know about that.
Like, I think there's levels to it. Like, we can't say that men are not generous just because they don't have money. Like, there's men
I agree.
who are on different levels of money who they're like, I'm gonna at least buy my girl I'm gonna go and get her
a cup of coffee. And,
make sure she fed. Making sure she's fed is a big one.
Talking about
the girl had
rich
to eat.
men only, because we all know that rich men are not out here in a plethora. Like, we could just pluck them out of, you know, the crowd as if
that's you, Mimi. That's you.
Hey,
That's you.
That's
you. Look, trying to turn up.
More money than them. Don't go to
shout out to all the generous men.
Put on the bear trap.
I got more money than them. And you.
I think that most women prefer a generous man, because I don't even think that they know. Most women will never experience what it's like to be around a rich guy that's generous. It's just the facts.
Or not generous, or even a rich man.
Most of them can't close their mouth long enough.
Well, the thing about it is that, like, mathematically it just don't work out like that, right? It's just not enough people to go around that's got that type of resource that's willing to spend it on that level. So, you know, I think that what they prefer.
Find a rich man.
Huh?
They don't even know where to go to see a rich man. Like, it's
I'm about to pull you up, Jay, in 1 second.
Those places where rich men are.
I think that I'm gonna pull you up in a second, Jay. But just in general, I think that women are always about themselves first, and that's not a bad thing. That's just the way that God made y'all. Like,
I hate that about us.
It is. I mean, it's just the reality. And so
I hate that about us.
I said that earlier.
Think about it. The logical thing for a woman to do, honestly, is to pick the rich guy or the stable guy. The normal, generous guy, how I described it, as far as he might be up, he might be down, that's chaos. That ain't shit but drama and chaos and throwing you into a whirlwind, and you don't know when he gonna have it and when he ain't gonna have it. But you love that shit. And that's the whole idea behind the mindset of a woman, is to be in a situation where she can't wait to be up, or she can't wait to be taken care of and shit. I think that stability a lot of times is what's best for them, but it's not the thing that they gonna go. It's not what they going for. That's the thing that they say that they get or they choose once they 40. Right? When you get in your 40s,
too late.
You say, you know what?
It's not too late.
I've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen it. I done lived the life. I done been around a certain type of nigga. Listen.
Wrong. Don't make me prove y'all wrong.
Listen. No, that's a
They
fact.
say, I done seen it. I done did it. I done lived the life. Whatever. I done been stranded. I done been up. I done been down. I done been took through the fucking ringer. And this nigga is nice and safe.
If you ugly, it's too late.
He nice and safe nowadays. And
you got
they don't
pick
that.
It's too late.
I almost think that. Let me tell you something.
Not for everybody.
Let me tell you something. All these three options, in my opinion. Let me blow myself up before I bring Jay.
No, Anton, what you saying is right though.
All these three options right now is all based off of the decade of life that they live in. Right? Rich guy, listen, you got your 20s, you got your 30s, and then you got your 40s.
Yeah.
All right. Stable men are usually the ones that they pick in their 40s. That's the one that they go with.
The afterthought.
I prefer the rich man.
Hold on.
Used up.
The normal and generous guy is the one that they pick in their 30s.
Yeah, I don't want it.
And the rich guy is when they pick it because they delusional and they really believe that they're gonna get that shit. They really go now.
They're holding out.
Normal and generous is what they then go with. They're like, shit, fuck it. This shit is fun. I'm living my life. A lot of times they just not going through their whole phase if they just not getting out of a long relationship. They don't know no better. I done seen plenty. Snow bunnies is notorious for this.
Yep.
Snow bunnies are notorious for getting out of a relationship and living their best life. They don't get a lot of visibility for it, but they talk about it all the time, and they do that shit all the time. They just fuck everything that they see walking once they get out of a marriage or a long-term relationship. If they in their 30s, it's self-preservation. Fuck them all. And then and the stable man, a lot of times, he's the guy that they wind up going with. He's Forrest Gump. Right?
Yeah.
Man,
Jenny, you were getting put in the pretzel, Jenny. Jenny was getting fudged.
And it's a girl that, you know, and that's the way that it goes. So in my personal opinion, I think that is usually how it plays out.
It's crazy because what you're saying, like when I was on the grind, like first shooting videos, trying to figure out the business and everything like that, you know, she was, you know, what, you know, Shorty was around and everything, you know what I'm saying? But then when things started to be successful and I'm actually getting the bag, that's when things started becoming and that was when she's like, no, I'm like, oh. Well, I mean, there's a lot of other shit.
Did you start changing up though? Did you start changing up?
No. I was able to provide more, which is weird. Like I was able to actually not be a loser. So it was like,
I don't know the attitude you have towards women. I don't know.
I don't believe.
I'm very I love.
They sound like you hate women.
I think
It sounds like I hate women.
Yeah,
you seem like a funny person. You seem like a funny person, but
he'll bring you coffee, but he gonna spit in it.
What kind of shit is that? We know each other. Don't know. I know Shampoo. We have a show. Don't listen to him. He's being an asshole. I fucking spit in the coffee. What kind of shit is that to say?
All right, let me get my girl back up here, Jade. This is what I want y'all to do collectively. But first of all, I want to get Dalen's perspective because I didn't forget about you, Dalen. And then I got a small task that I want y'all to do over the next 6 minutes. But go ahead, Dalen.
No, I was just saying, it looks like I'm the only woman that says that, or that feels that she would prefer the rich man. And I didn't realize that.
We knew you was gonna say that. You look rich.
Am I predictable, Mimi?
You look like money, girl. You look fabulous tonight.
You do look like you would go for the rich man. You do look like you would go for the rich man.
We knew you was going there. We wasn't even tripping.
You don't need love, huh? You just need that money.
I can see that.
I want both. Those are
y'all would go for the rich man, man. You think I believe?
But the way the question is put, that the rich
not here
man,
no destiny, maybe
the rich man is not is gonna just give you money. He's not gonna pay you attention. That's how she was saying.
No, I don't speak. Go ahead, David.
Destiny asked me something. I'm sorry, Destiny. I couldn't hear you.
Because I know the sentiment with the rich man is, you know, they have the money, but they don't have the time. So are you okay with that?
Of course. So my way of looking at it, I don't make a decision about something unless I think it through. And I'm very big on having an educated opinion about something and really considering what makes sense to you. I definitely, even the way that Anton posed it, I would still choose or prefer a rich man just because of the things and the access and the way of life, you know, that I can have. But that doesn't mean that I necessarily would say that I don't want them to be generous. But if I had to choose one out of the three that would make the most sense for me, it definitely would be the thing that would subside almost 80% of America's problems, which is a financial issue. I can't, everywhere we turn, you have to pay for something, you have to do for something. And that stresses me out more than any pettiness in a relationship that really is so easily solved by being able to be communicative and intentional and wanting the same thing. So I want that money. I want them blue faces. I want that cheddar, that pepper jack.
Are you gonna cook every day? Are you gonna cook every day?
Baby, you must not be on my Instagram. Mama's going.
Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
But why is it automatic that she doesn't do that?
Oh, God damn.
I just want to know what she coming with. She talking to blue faces. I want to know if she making pork chops and shit.
It's not
you got all that money, we going out to eat. I ain't
cooking nothing. And Betty Crocker, they cook. Eyes throws down. Okay.
Okay. All right. As long as you could cook every day and you chill and you can keep your spot clean.
The rich man wouldn't even be home enough for me to even cook. He would just be happy that I brought Joey's or
just cook anyway. Just cook anyway. Just practice. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter from there.
Anyway, to be honest with you, some traditional values of wives are some of my hobbies. I sew. I my own vegetables. Some of them die, but that's because Houston has bad weather. You know, I pray. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it appropriately or right, but I just so what counts? Y'all know I'm back.
You gotta change your IG name. Tenderoni. That's too promiscuous.
My man's mom could talk to me anyway. She called. You know, sometimes I just don't be wanting to hear that, but I sit there and do the traditional thing and just look it up. Even sometimes I just want to be like, child.
Yeah. Why you on her Instagram name like that? Like what?
No, I mean that was a real critique. That's a real critique, though. I mean, that can be viewed as
you're not always critiquing women.
I'm just giving y'all real advice that men is gonna. All right, then fuck it.
Listen, you're not looking for. She's not looking for a brokey. She's looking for a man with money. So.
I'm just saying, and that would help her change your IG name from Tenderoni to something like more like you know what I'm saying.
Anything that Watch says,
get a cup of coffee. Watch. Get a cup of coffee.
His money, and that's obvious by that T-shirt with that long.
Got a hot cup of Joe coming up.
I mean,
to be honest with you, I think you're probably trying to say for the type of rich man you think that I probably qualify for would see this, but we know that there's different levels of richness. We have athletic rich, we have investing rich, we have inherited rich, we have music.
And you think a nigga with an inheritance is gonna wife a woman with an Instagram name named Tenderoni?
Bro, you really need to.
I don't think it really matters.
Are y'all?
Hold on.
Who's that coming from a man who's not like?
Okay, I don't. I'm not trying to.
Woman is checking for you though. Watch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, watch. You're taking personal shots.
How can I answer? How can I tell you what type of woman?
Let's not
I'm not taking her. I'm giving her a real critique. I'm being funny. But Dalen, do you understand what I'm saying, Dalen? A little bit.
One mic.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't even hear the statement that you made about my name in the first place.
No, not your name, your IG name. I was just saying like Tenderoni.
I said no rich man is gonna.
I said no man with an inheritance.
Oh, okay, the inheritance. But I think that's a good thing that you said that because when you think about it, people say that why should a man who works so hard for his riches want to give it to someone? You know, but if this is an inheritance, maybe an uncle died, you didn't even know, and now you up $6 million.
Inheritance, nothing from Watch, but
so it's like, of course, I always the way that I named that people.
I'm trying to say something.
He's the one that he didn't have to work for it. You know, now he just looking for share their life with, but.
You inherited a migraine from Watch. That's what you inherited.
I think we gotta really start scaling this back because, like it was already said earlier, most people are not even in proximity to somebody with that type of wealth.
Yeah, so get that out your mind.
So like,
I think it's
unique. I think it's very unique that our culture praises those things and puts that into like that. That's what women are to be chasing, looking for. And here's the reality of it: majority of women will never get it, will never even sniff it, and that's just a number. Like we're talking about a number so infinitely small that majority of the women can't ever be kept by a rich man. So, like, we just got to start, like, being more sensible. I think I'm glad that we have a panel that really praised the normal and generous part because here's the
wait, hold up, Doc. Let me just ask you a question now. You saying that it sounds like you saying none of these women could get somebody rich.
I'm saying majority.
He did
majority of the women that we encounter will never get a rich man, and that's just.
But if you think about the rich men, they get women that's in rotation.
Because the majority of you men are not rich.
Yo, Doc, you can't say about these women.
Saying nothing wrong.
But most rich men are dating women that's in the same spirit of each other. They're passing the same women around.
But what do you mean the majority of y'all are broke? What do you mean?
You.
Oh.
Hey, T Max, you
There
remember the
you go.
story?
The majority of you men are
No, I'm not broke. Look at my Benz keys, girl. What
Wait,
you want me to say?
stop,
What you want me to say?
I'm gonna
stop.
say
Y'all,
broke.
y'all
I'm gonna
got a
say
lot of
average.
people.
I'm gonna say average. I'm not gonna
Stop.
say broke. I'm gonna say broke.
Y'all are crazy.
I ain't broke.
No.
I'm gonna give the final
I don't live
word.
around no niggas.
I'm gonna give the final word to the doctor, and then we're gonna go.
You already dissed him already, Anton.
I know, but I'm gonna give the final. I usually try to get a final word to the person that's been the most patient.
He said none of these bitches are gonna get a rich man.
I'm gonna give a final word to the doctor, and then we got the next subject. I'm gonna read super chats.
Another one next.
And first of all, let me first acknowledge the chat. Let me give y'all what the poll says. The poll says
I like the poll.
Women should be with 47% says an average regular guy.
Yep.
37% says a generous guy.
About
and
right.
16%, and it's almost 500 votes, says that they should be with a rich guy. All right. So I don't know who vote. I don't know who said what. The guys could have said
Because
something.
they're anticipating that they'll never find a rich guy. That's what they probably really want.
Very much.
But most people, most women, that's what they go after, though.
Hold on, I got you, man. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you first on the next question. Doctor, would you like to bless us with a closing statement?
Yes, I think these videos are kind of unique how they frame things. Like the whole title of the video was "I Don't Want a Rich Man," and to which I asked the same question that I asked about the first video, as if they have a choice. I thought it was like very unique that like let me flip it around. If I put out a video right now saying, let me give you 10 reasons why I do not want Rihanna. Let me give you 5 reasons why I would never want to date Halle Berry. Oh, she's always in the mirror all the time. And like, you would look at me and like, well, is that even within your level or within your bracket?
Very true.
They come out and say,
preach, brother.
Let me tell you why I don't want a rich man, as if you have a choice in this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Preach. Amen.
Amen.
You know what
Why
he really
y'all
said?
saying amen?
He's really
That's
Why
y'all.
saying amen?
Yeah, that's y'all.
He really saying y'all got mirrors.
Yeah, all that.
Just saying. Wow.
Talking about you though.
What? Well, hold on. All right, so I'm about to read the super chats. Angie,
Rock is mad disrespectful, but he do it with class.
Angie and Rita, why niggas so busy trying to figure out who in my fucking background?
That's crazy.
Oh, you know, Anton shit.
You know damn well why niggas is in your background, man.
Why people always worried?
You got 1 million subscribers, nigga.
You know you're the hottest on the block right
Why
now.
do niggas be so focused on who? No. You good.
Hey, Anton, you answer. Hey, look.
Doing that slick shit like, oh, you doing that slick shit. Look, he touching his beard. He doing that slick, man. You know why people want to know.
I got
Lord of
a
Zamunda.
lot of people. Hold on, wait. Let's be clear. I got 3 rooms here. All right, so let's.
Hey, watch. Cut it out.
And you think he gonna have something? You think he that dumb to have somebody jingling by the camera? Come on, man.
I mean, but even if I did, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't.
I know it's a business.
Y'all be so worried about who in people's backgrounds.
Serious.
Somebody will pop up in mine one day and then shut all y'all down.
Yeah, ghost. A ghost.
What?
A hologram.
And don't worry about
Tesla
it.
robot. Not a man though.
Remember, but yo, just
y'all can go ahead and go.
Off topic.
Yeah, y'all about to go get something to eat?
Apparition.
What's wrong with this guy, bro?
You got to worry about nobody popping up and watching.
Remember that guy that died?
Background.
Remember that guy that died? That podcast. I forgot his name. That used to
In
talk
Vegas.
about women all the time.
Kevin Samuels. You know
Kevin Samuels.
Okay,
Remember he was having a heart attack and that big Spanish girl.
Here's the thing about it.
I think the government killed him.
I'm rich and I'm generous. I'm a unicorn, so it's a difference.
We love the generous man. Shout out to all the generous men. We love y'all for your service.
We gonna call you Anton the Holy Trinity.
Thank you for your service, generous.
Wait, Anton, you generous?
Anton said he the Holy Trinity.
Man, listen, most people love what they can't
Not
have.
the Holy Trinity.
And
The
they
Holy
appreciate
Trinity
what
of man.
If you cook every day, I'm
Lord
generous.
Anton,
Thank you, Mac. That's fact.
You know,
They didn't hear that.
But I'm just
like
He messed with
rap.
Yeti with that.
They didn't hear that, P Mac.
Come on, man. Don't do it,
Hey,
Oh, he
Anton.
flexing,
Don't
man.
do
Let me.
it.
Hey, nah,
I
he
can't
flexing.
even.
He being generous.
He's being
He
generous.
being generous.
He's being
Look,
generous.
check this out. Most people love what they
can't
can't
flex like
have
that.
and don't appreciate what won't them.
Fact.
Who disagree?
Ultra
Hey,
flex.
Anton, that'll make their seat wet.
Yeah,
They really pissed
all
off.
that, all that. Yeah, look at they for all that,
when they
no
clip this
man,
up,
all
I
that
want
no
them to do
money
this.
shit.
I want them to do that.
Put it on the thumbnail.
God damn, that's a
Put
dick,
that on the
nigga. That's a
thumbnail.
good.
I want them to do that.
Hold on.
And that's just bullshit money too. He ain't gonna do
Put it
shit
on
with
both
that money.
sides
That's
of your ear. Tell them to make it a thumbnail.
That's buffet money.
Yeah,
Las
I
Vegas
wanna
buffet
do
money. Las Vegas buffet expensive as shit. They ain't about to do shit with that.
Damn.
He about to fuck all that money off.
50s and 100s.
Anton, that's fuck off money. Right? You ain't about to do shit.
You know, you just pissed off about $20,000.
We gotta read super chat.
Hey, Anton, say, yeah, your husband ain't got this, bitch.
I would be a lunatic if I was that rich. I would do some sick shit. I would do some sick shit if I was that rich.
We don't want to get distracted. We gotta
I would do all kinds of shit. Like
we gotta
You just distracted 20,000 people.
We gotta get to the next part of the show. We gotta get to the next part of the show.
Your husband ain't got this, bitch.
Yeah, I would do all kinds of shit like that.
So let me get to the next part of the show. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta introduce it because I'm going to Hannah. All right. So Hannah, I hope you.
Hannah Montana.
Got that from the book of Anton, says Callie Mike. What up, Callie Mike? Callie Mike says, I'm calling Cap. Sounds like she don't want to deal with a man with options because it means she has to compete. Osmos God says, what do you get in return? Want versus need. Haven't heard any women say what they reciprocate for the man they pick to get all that they listed that he needs. That's next Wednesday. You got to tune in for the next episode. Ladies really want to say all the above because they want to be taken care of at the end of the day. Logical Rob says, an interesting format. Is Island Girl Q gone now? Island Girl Q is not gone. Island Girl Q is on vacation. She dealing with some stuff. Make sure you pray for her. How about that?
Tell me you don't watch the show without telling me you don't watch the show.
Pray for her. She
damn sure don't.
As a matter of fact, Island Girl Q is the one that put all of this together. Just around says, Anton, you told me my generous dude was a baddie because he wanted me to post us. So I dumped him because I can't be with a baddie. I'm not a lesbian. Now what? Just gotta you gotta wait. You gotta wait your turn.
Damn,
Antoine L. Johnson says a man can spend money on a woman he does not care about. He can spend money on a woman he doesn't care about. If a man is giving you his time, then you really mean something to him. ABJ's wise, strong, and smooth says, I got my Teach pack. Make sure y'all get the Teach Henley 40% off your first order. For life. And clip my nails immediately. You clip your nails, big dog. See, this is what your nails supposed to be looking like.
That's right.
All right. Pretty nice.
Women love to look at your nails. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta have both your hands done. Gotta have nice,
and your feet too.
manicure hands. All right.
Please, feet. Don't forget.
Just because you dark skinned don't mean that you can't have nice nails.
Get that dead skin off. Please.
Oh, that was a shot.
Hey, watch. That was a.
It was a joke. It was a jokey joke.
I take it. Listen, I'm happy to be here, brother.
Said that motherfucker in the home plate.
I'm happy to be here, brother.
You say, Anton, I ain't catch that one.
No, that's the tease. You know
Hey, you saw that motherfucker. Hey, you need to send some teas, bro. I promise.
I'm gonna go to Mimi so she can scrub the black.
All they need is a little soap and water. That's it.
You said 40% on what?
Hold on, y'all. We got one more question. We gotta get Hannah up in here. Callie Mike says, "Why is Mimi so mad at Watch's perspective?"
Because I'ma always be on top of people fucking with.
If you can rile them up, you can crack them.
Oh,
He's smoking your hands. It should be wash the screen. It should be wash your hands.
Hold on. We gotta get there. Shout out to Callie Mike says, "You're the algorithm. You're the algorithm." That's true. I am the algorithm. I'm the king of this shit. Tel G says, "Gotta get Mimi a dog muzzle."
Damn.
Wow.
Gary Johnson says the doc is cooking. Women don't have the same level of self-awareness that men do. Men, we know when we don't qualify and when we do qualify for someone. Shout out to Terry Johnson. First of all, before we move on to the next question, can y'all please individually, I'm just gonna go around in order, give a shout out to yourself, tell them where they can find y'all, and let the people know who you are and why they should be tapping in with you. We can start with Shampoo. Matter of fact, let me do Shampoo. Y'all can go and holler at Shampoo at Ash Shampoo.
There you go.
On YouTube, on all platforms. Go and holler at your boy Ash Shampoo on Ash Shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Go and tap in with him. Anything else you want to tell the people, Shampoo?
Nah, come get your blessing.
Shout out to
big things on the way.
Hannah, should people be following you and finding you somewhere?
Yeah, Hannah MC5 on Instagram. I haven't been posting much, but I am gonna start back training again and posting training content. So stay tuned, follow me. It will be up in about a month or so.
Nice.
Y'all can find Mimi at iHeartMimiB. All right,
wait, hold on. I got another more to say. Yeah, I'm iHeart Mimi B, aka the Mouth of the South, aka Mimi the Mechanic. Y'all can find me here on Room 9 every Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding, but that's the vibes I'm getting though. But at the end of the day, y'all catch me out at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of that. iHeart Mimi B. Y'all know y'all love me. Y'all trolls always in my DM.
And to the chat, this is not the end of the show. We got another subject, but I want to make sure that the people get the love that they supposed to have before the end of the show. All right. Watch. What up, though?
What up, my guy? Watch the Screen. One of the top music video directors in New York and New Jersey. He did 10 million views in the last 6 months.
Talk to him.
Shot for Davies, Benny the Butcher video coming out. Just did the fabulous Tiana Taylor promo collab. What else? Got the Max B video about to come out. I filmed the Come Up Cypher performance series. You can check that out. And yeah, I've just been working for myself for the past 5 years and making more money than I ever have in my life. And I'm blessed. I'm just happy to be here. And I would hope to come back. And again,
shout out to Watch. Daylan, I'm gonna bring you up in a second too. Awesome. Destiny.
You can find me exclusively here or in the chat. I'm mostly in the chat on the Anton Daniels show, on the Millionaire Morning Show, or the Discord, or the Room 9. I'm here. That's it.
What's up.
That's what's up.
T-Max, what up, big dog?
Hey, not much, Tom, man. Appreciate me being here. Hey, listen, T-Max Network on YouTube. Also on TikTok, me and my vice president, D Awesome One over there, man. We just started a channel. We just started streaming. And I'm a bag chaser for the last 5 months.
Shout out to my dog T-Max. Jay, what up, Jay?
Hey.
You want to tell the people anything they need to come and find you?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram, 2_ Samantha Jade. I don't post all the time, but that's where y'all can find me.
All right,
where you from, Jade?
From Philly.
Yep, I already do Philly.
Watch like that. Look at Watch.
Philly. I can tell by your accent. I can tell.
All right, hold on. We got another question. Dr. Christopher, what's up, Doc?
Thank you all for allowing me to share this platform. If you find me on social medias, it's only gonna be personal stuff on there, family. I don't post public content, things like that. The only public content I post is Dear Black Christian channel on YouTube. So thank you all.
Make sure y'all go check out the Dear Black Christian channel on YouTube. Get you saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, speaking in other tongues as the Spirit of God gives utterance. Hallelujah. D Awesome. What up, D Awesome? You want to share?
What's good? You find me with the light skin of the man, the cigar and the glass of cognac and a good book. D Awesome on all platforms. Just fuck with me if you just want truth. You know what I mean? I'm a resourceful dude. For anybody that's black, looking to get into tech, you're just trying to find your legs. I know an absolute awesome way with a program that's got 1 million scholarships that really want us to be in there and be present. So tap in with me if you're really trying to grow and do something. We got a whole bunch of other stuff going down at T-Max Network. Y'all are more than welcome to have that exchange and throw the ideas and kind of bounce back and see where we could get you going. what we about is about the people, man. And just I want to say thank you, Anton, for having us up here, man, and seeing this variety of color.
Y'all the blessing. Listen. I know it seemed like, you know, it's all reciprocated, man. We all love each other. We all hold each other down for the real ones, Because Molly certainly says the panelists better not turn on my Anton either. I'm Molly's, so.
Molly, if you only know what I've been through in the past week,
I just want.
They making
be locked in. Be locked in.
I just want to say, damn,
Say something.
I'm about to be in Detroit shooting for Bruiser Wolf.
Hold
Hold
on. Go ahead, Shampoo. I got to get Dalen.
I want to say thank you. Anton blesses me lovely. Thank you,
See, they don't want to talk about that part.
Well, I'm like 2K. I ain't got my check yet.
I want to say this about Anton. I want to say this about Anton. I don't know God, but I know you.
This thing is so silly.
I like that.
Hold on, I gotta get my girl. I gotta get my girl Dalen up here. Dalen, talk.
It's like a shampoo, man.
I don't have anything to sell y'all as of yet, but I want y'all to
sell, baby.
I want y'all to stay tuned for what I will have for you this coming summer. I've been working on it very hard. So if you want to stay tuned and keep up with what I have for you guys, you can follow me, Mr. Dirty Fingernails, at Tenderoni.
I wasn't laughing at you. Come on.
Dirty
fucking asshole.
With my Instagram.
I was laughing at you.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a good laugh, spontaneous entertainment, follow me on Instagram. Only Instagram.
All right. So listen, I'm about to introduce this last subject, but let me do a little bit of housekeeping. I promise everybody, I do everything that I fucking can to figure out how to get people a bag, to figure out how I can include people, to figure out how I can shout people out, whatever. So as soon as I get paid, I always break it down with anybody that I can find to do so. So if y'all ain't got y'all's yet, it's coming. I'm working on it. If I can give everybody that I know fucking $100, I would. I promise you I would. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about none of that. But I always network with people. I always try to figure out how to do business with my people first. And anybody that has ever done business with me, anybody that has ever done business with me know that I definitely do everything that I can to make sure that everybody get a bag. So if I ain't figured out how to get you on yet, how to get you a bag yet, I promise you that's what I work on every single day.
You don't owe nobody nothing.
I know, but I just want to let, because, you know, and this is the reason why I say this, is because it's a lot of people that talk a lot of shit about building community and all of this shit. But most of my money go back to the people, man. Honestly, like everything that I do, if I benefit from it, everybody else gonna benefit from it too. So, you know, I hire our people. I make sure I put everybody else on. I make sure anytime that I got a job, a position, a contract, if I can get a bag for somebody, if I can promote somebody, that's my number one goal, because the people is my currency. The money is extra. The money come with it. But the people is my currency. And so I try my hardest to make sure that everybody, I got literally 35 people that work for me. My payroll is fucking crazy every single month, but I love spending that shit because I love to make sure that everybody get a bag. So I just want to let people know that if I ain't got to you yet, if I ain't added value into your life yet, I'm working on it. I'm definitely gonna make sure y'all get to the bag.
Value into my life. Okay. Can I just say this real quick? So I've been listening. I listen to you every morning. This morning I felt lost. I felt sick. I was like, what am I supposed to do with myself this morning? I made breakfast and I was like, wait a minute, you're only listening to Anton. All I'm gonna say is answer your DMs. Because I mean, I don't need your money. I don't need your money, bro. I don't need your money. I don't need it. But I send you DM every day, and I just.
Why can't I hear sleeves
humming?
humming?
Only thing I'm saying to you is there are people out here that want to also enrich your life without me
That nigga just pulled out
You
$25,000. He don't need nothing. That nigga's good.
Listen.
You can play the macaroni.
Watch. Let me tell you something. Watch. Let me tell you something.
No, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
I need more success because I promise I'm gonna put more people on. That's my goal, bro.
There you go.
Listen, my goal in life is to leave it all on the floor. I can't take none of this shit with me, bro.
And
I did my job.
My
I
goal
brought
in life
shampoo.
is to be a vacuum.
I brought shampoo.
Well, but hold on.
I brought shampoo to the stage.
I gotta get T-Max back up here.
Shampoo brought your ass to
Hold on, y'all. We got one more question.
dirty damn penny.
You should do your research.
Hold on, watch. We got one more question, y'all. We got one more question.
Come on, Joe.
Let me introduce this question. I'm gonna bring T-Max back up. I'm gonna drop a question in a poll. I want to get y'all thoughts on this. All right.
When girls are saying they're looking for a nigga to lead, yo, let me tell you this. Women only, when a woman says she looking for a man that God could lead them, she looking for a nigga with no self-esteem. Straight up. A nigga who could tolerate the fact that, yo, pull like this. The girls that be doing this, imagine this, chat. The girls who did this done had trains ran on them, did threesomes, one night stands. They done ate niggas' asses. They got peed on. Bitches was trying to go to Dubai, getting a nice turd on they. They've done all the things in the world. They get with you. They put the Bible in front of you and say, y'all need to get serious before she can fuck you. Come on, man. Cut it out, man. Nobody want to hear that shit. Y'all bitches is hoes. Stop playing. The nigga who bought this bullshit that she's selling, she switched up her whole personality. She fucked every nigga the first night but you. She fucked every nigga the first night but you. Talking about God is helping her pick now. God is helping her pick. By the time you done fuck her, niggas like throwing a fucking hot dog down a hallway. Ain't nothing there.
So,
facts.
I told y'all in the beginning of the show that y'all want to start bad or good. So we navigated into it. We navigated into it, but don't despair. Anton has a question. Act says, never talk to a woman that has evolved and changed her life.
Never.
True, not true, partially true. Context needs to be added. I'm going to start with Hannah. And then I'm going to put the poll in the chat to understand whether or not.
I mean, I need some context. Like,
she took a trip to India.
Are we going from
Hold on. Y'all got y'all opportunity to talk after Hannah. Hannah, go ahead, Hannah.
Like, what are we going from? Like, what are changed her life in what way? Like, what are
she's not a whore anymore.
Just we're talking about hoes.
Hannah, for the sake of conversation, you don't know, right? The guys don't know. All he knows is that the woman showed up and she said, "You know what? I'm celibate now," or "I am, I have higher standards now," or "I've given my life over to God, and so the next man that I'm going to get with you is going to have to be of a higher standard than what and I'm looking for something different." Should a man ever consider or trust that type of woman?
I don't think it's genuine anymore these days. I feel like everybody who says they're changed and they are going to church and reading their Bible more and praying and posting scripture, from what I see these days, most of them don't live that lifestyle. Some people, they might be doing it authentically, but I don't think a lot of people are these days. So I wouldn't trust it if I was a man.
All right, poll is in the chat. I want to go to T-Max and then I'm gonna open it up to everybody else. I'm bringing Destiny back up.
So man, I say most people, like Hannah said, most people aren't living that lifestyle, and people are using that religion or Christianity to actually manipulate folks. So when they act in a certain kind of way, and they're carrying on, making you believe that this is the way that they are. Behind the scenes, they're doing something totally different. So you got to watch them kind of folks.
Yeah, I think I want to piggyback off of that. Anton mentioned the word celibacy, and I just want to tell y'all, in my opinion, I think a woman that goes celibate is a whore. And the reason why I say that, because you don't decide you want to become celibate unless you're tired of getting fogged and getting nothing in return. And you've been fucked, flipped, dipped, rubbed down, robbed, left, cheated on, left at the clinic,
slap it up, flip it,
tied up, tied up.
Your ass is left wet.
There
and
you go.
Do bills on the table. You say, I'm tired of my ass being wet and my bills being passed due. I'm gonna turn my life to Jesus, and I want a man that is godly so he can keep this ass in the house and keep it dry in the name of Jesus.
And they see and y'all still not keeping it dry even when y'all celibate. Y'all gonna rose the pussy off. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
No, I'm saying like women purposely try to say and to TK, I think I'm saying his name right. T-Max. His point, it's like you lead with the term God and Christianity because you know people are too reluctant or too skeptical to critique or to criticize what your preference is or what you're looking for, because no one would question the love of God or God did this or God did this. So I say, if you hear a woman talking about I changed my life, you only need to change your life if you are living a life that is God awful and you had to change. Otherwise, you're practicing better behavior to improve your life. So stay away from that.
That's why I roll
let me just say.
eyes. That's why I roll my eyes. These people that get on Pop the Balloon show, somebody looking for a God-fearing man. Why y'all not in the church? And furthermore, why y'all moving to a whole nother state to look for love? And y'all not able to find love in y'all
It's
state?
an act. It's an act.
So stupid.
They're whores.
So
all the men, the godly men ain't in the church.
So let me
they definitely not on Pop the Balloon.
I can't agree.
You want a godly man, but you
Definitely
want a godly man, but it's Pornhub in your bookmarks. And you got a dildo in your nice.
No.
What is we talking
your
about?
balloon based off of what
are
you
we
got
talking
on.
about?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Go ahead, Shampoo.
I just want to say I'm kind of disappointed in y'all because I always consider y'all, not all y'all, but a lot of Christians. I hear a lot of Christian talk, and to see a young lady saying that she's changing her life, why do you automatically don't believe her? Maybe she could be changing. You the unlucky guy, you know what I'm saying? Because most men like a devil woman, you know what I'm saying? So when she said I'm cleaned up, I'm not doing that anymore.
So you taking a street girl and turning her into a housewife?
No. I'm saying, wait. I'm saying Act said that she said, I'm changing my life around. I'm not doing what I've done before. Isn't that noble as a Christian? Y'all are Christians, I'm not. but I know that's a Christian thing to say. Why are you anticipating or insinuating that it's not real? Daniel was like,
pattern recognition. Pattern recognition.
Yeah, he also alluded to the fact that
you can't turn a hoe into a
maybe just talking.
So he also alluded to the fact that this was something that she's doing because she's trying to find a simpish type of dude. Slightly, I agree with that. But one thing my homegirl said to me a while back was, she said, a woman's last stand that was really out here running the streets is she becomes a Christian.
God.
She becomes a Christian.
Somebody in prison.
Right. And the whole thing about it is, like Sis was saying, you tired. You tired of getting that thing beat out the frame. That's all you've been able to offer. I go back to the first video. Why these women have said they have nothing to offer a man? Because there was nothing else there to give but that box.
And why would you think God wants to talk to you when you down in the goddamn dumps? But when you was high on the hog, you ain't want to talk to me. And I'm talking like I'm God. When you was high on the hog, you ain't want to talk to me. Now that you all cracked the fuck out and you don't want to smoke crack no more, you gonna ask me to help you?
That's essentially what that's essentially what women in modernity. That's the deal that a lot of women are offering men. They're like, "Oh yeah, I had my whole phase." There's literally a term for it. I had my whole phase, and now I'm ready to settle down with a responsible. Are you crazy?
But this is my point.
What?
If I can interject, this is my point though. Nothing is wrong with trying to reroute your life and do something different.
If you had a whole
Actions
phase,
show,
yes.
No. Actions show more than words.
You ain't gonna
Just
get me
do
with that shit.
it.
Nah.
Just do it. Just do
girl,
it, and
once-
people will
once
see
we're
the
trash,
fruit of your
once
labor.
we
People
are-
will see
If
the
a nigga
fruit.
had your legs behind your head, I don't want you.
Wait, let's say
Nobody
what
wants
Mimi's
your
saying.
ass.
She
What?
saying
What are you
something
talking
cool.
about? What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you what every man is thinking in the back of his head. I'm telling you what every man is thinking in the back of his head.
But most of these
We know
women
it
have
happened,
been
but if
with
we
men.
know, if we know it in reality, it's gonna turn us
So
off.
That's so unrealistic.
No, it's not.
That's so unrealistic.
It's about as unrealistic as.
Let me tell you
Y'all
why
turn us
watching.
off too with them dirty fingernails trying to give somebody.
Let me tell you why
She ain't letting up on
watching.
them dirty fingernails, babe.
Let me tell you why watching.
I don't have no. I don't. My
Everybody, every guy is not thinking that because every guy don't know.
I don't think that.
That's the whole idea is that they don't know no better. It's a lot of guys. Man, listen, these chicks, they get retired all the time, bro. It's always gonna be another guy. It's always gonna be another guy. Always, 100% of the time. So you may know, or you may pay attention. And I'm trying to tell you that it's a lot of guys that's not. Man, I can't tell you how many guys is openly jumping on the internet today and saying, "Man, listen, I know she got 4 kids, but I love her." I can't tell you how many review videos that people send me that say, "Man, I'm brokenhearted because I raised him as my own, and when we finally broke up, I don't have access to him because that ain't my kid." And he's still mourning over the kid that he raised that was never his in the first place. It happens every single day. Every day there's a guy somewhere that is making a informed decision to do something that he wouldn't have normally done had he
of course
information.
And
And
you're
I'm
in
not
love with somebody, you don't care how many kids they got. You love
and here's the thing. I'm not even tripping off of that. I'm not even tripping off of that because if you get got, nigga, that's a learning experience, or you just chalk it up to the game. If she able to finesse you, you should have been paying attention. You should have, put your big boy pants on.
That's a fact.
You just gonna
Why
have
do you
to
think it's
have to
finesse?
like everybody else.
Finesse.
Because unfortunately,
You're raising another man's
most of
orgasm.
these women have been recycled because some man has not made her an honest woman. So can we just state that as a
I don't
fact?
believe in that.
Man,
Shit.
stop.
An honest woman.
How
What does
many
that honest?
men
What
on
does
this
honest
panel
woman
have
mean?
kids? How many of
And
these
did
men
not
on
marry
this
the
panel
woman
have
that they had
kids?
kids with.
And they
Like,
weren't
come on,
married
let's
to
be
the
for
woman
real,
that they
man.
had kids with.
Y'all are
Let's be
creating the women
honest.
that y'all are talking down on. Like,
But those are the same non-traditional women that want tradition.
I'm sorry, I gotta
I'll
drop
say
down
this.
and come back.
I'll say
Sorry.
this. I'm a believer.
Keeps
I'm a Christian. I believe in redemption. I believe in deliverance. I believe Jesus saves. I believe Jesus heals you. I think he can make your life brand new. What I've seen in these situations is that, and a lot of times when people say those things like, "Oh, I'm changed, I'm celibate," and you're going to have to do those things, in the example of the clip that we watched, most of that stuff is just for talk. But but let me give you the other side of that reality too. I used to tell this a lot of times. I say men will marry an honest stripper versus a lying regular woman. If you are honest about who you are and about what you did in your past and everything like that, man, guys marry adult film stars. Guys will marry a girl that they know all these things about. It's about how the level of honesty and transparency that you're willing to be. You
No.
cannot.
Hold on. Doc, I've been with you all night, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something.
What's the manosphere? What is that?
Nigga,
you know.
I'm talking to a Christian doctor right now. Let me revise my statement. If you knew, nigga, if she would, nigga, she could break your heart. If you knew what the fuck was going on You don't want to know. You really don't want to know, nigga. I know we leaning into the honesty. He'll marry an honest. No. Nigga, shit, how you bent up in the corner crying your eyes out.
Either position.
If you knew what they they could break your heart.
Y'all do
10 times
Nah,
over.
because if he go for that,
it's different.
So I know that
it's
that's
different. It's
hold on,
different.
y'all. Hold on. I know that y'all saying that. Yeah, I want to know. You don't want to know, dog. Ignorance is probably one of the most beautiful things that you could ever. If you already committed to her, nigga, just chalk it up to the game and just act like she's the best thing that ever happened to you. I don't believe that.
This is what I said
at
earlier.
all. So, bro, somebody got pictures and a video of her.
Well, somebody got pictures of the video of the regular chicks, Tom.
Hold on.
Somebody got
all fucked up.
Somebody got pictures.
That's a good thing, though.
Hold on.
Hidden file.
Somebody got pictures of her, and he laying on her face backwards.
And he in there with two other dudes.
I'm just
I don't think you should lie though. You can't have a.
I'm telling you that somebody.
I'm trying to figure out what position that is.
And he's there with Diddy because he's gay.
Sounds like fun.
Was making her. Listen. Yeah.
But to Doc's point though, Anton,
I'm just saying
what he's saying is true because we see it lived out regularly. Like this is why a lot of porn stars are getting in relationships that people are committing to because guess what? The sting is removed. It's different when you walk around in a city with a girl that has presented herself in a certain light and you catch up with a dude in the barbershop and he's like, hey man, I dropped my phone. Can you hand me that? And you look at the phone screen and like, oh, that's a different blow versus what you already know when you getting into something. You can handle the hit you see coming.
No, you can't.
It's the hit you don't see coming that normally knock your block off.
No, you can't.
No, it's not all women. That you're missing the point, Mimi. It's not that it's all women. It's the fact that the hit you see coming, you can handle it. It's the hit you don't see.
You can handle hitting a girl that somebody else hit. You let that nigga Terry bone, right? You can deal with that. You can't handle the girl that you in love with.
Being a stripper,
bro, you.
I think you have to be transparent. Like you can't lie.
Bro, listen. If you have no idea how nasty she is, she will do anything, and you just ain't unlocked her. You just don't know yet. I'm trying to tell you. People
but you say the two dynamic, but it's a different side you're talking about. You're talking about the one that's presenting herself, and he literally highlighted the known factor, the known porn star. You know what's coming.
No, D, he talking about your regular girl.
If y'all listen,
and find
that's what I'm saying though. But Doc clearly talked about the porn star.
Hold on.
Some woman hurt y'all really bad.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. 99% of these girls out here are not
99. Anton, here we go.
You ain't even heard what I'm about to say yet.
No, 99 ain't never
even hear what I'm about to say yet.
Bro.
You didn't even hear what I'm about to say yet. 99% of all women are not going to only have sex with one man in their lifetime.
What's that again?
99% of all women will not have sex with just one man in their lifetime.
Oh my God, 99%.
99, more than 99% of most women will not have sex with one man in their entire lifetime. That is a rarity, right? So in that case, you have the unicorn that only you know. The rest of these women have been with another man at some point in their life. If they got divorced and got remarried, whatever. If the girl that you're with that has been with another man tell you what she did with that nigga, I'll do you one better. If she tell you, I ain't never did this before, this is wild, nigga, she lying. She's done worse, more.
You should never tell.
Everything. And what I'm trying to tell you is that the girl that you're in love with told you the honest to God truth, not the chick that you seen on the screen and you was like, oh man, I'm in love with her. Not that chick.
Okay.
If the girl that you in love with and you land with every night, if she told you what her real life was,
no, not mine.
You would throw up. You would curl up in the corner.
And I
But
promise
that's what I literally that's what I was highlighting. I literally said if they hit you, don't
women
see.
would do the same. Y'all is nasty as hell. I don't
Yeah,
know why
but-
y'all think that y'all are out here just,
Thank
one
you.
girl in it at a time. Y'all be
Yes, most men don't get no ass.
You do, watch. You do. We're not talking about you.
I do get ass. You're right, I do. But I'm saying most men don't.
We're not talking about you and your dirty fingernails. We're talking about Anton, his manicured, Teach Henley face and hair and all of that. Okay. You don't, but most women are not. You men are nasty. You men are nasty. Y'all up here talking about women.
It sounds like you know from experience. Tell us about all the nasty men.
I don't know where we're going with this, but
You're definitely not talking about me. I ain't no nasty
We
nigga.
heard you. We heard you. Go ahead, be awesome.
But I don't know. I don't know where we're going with that. But like I was saying, though, to Doc's point, Doc was literally pointing out the fact that the man that knows what's coming, he knows but your point, you're absolutely right, Anton. You're
absolutely know what's coming.
Hold on, Anton. Hold on, I got you. But the point that you made was the guy that didn't know. But that's what we was highlighting. It was like
nobody knows. Nobody knows, bro.
Nah, Doc
Even
was
if
saying that
you don't know because bro, you have
stripper,
not seen
the upfront stripper. You know what comes that high. You don't know the full on details, but you already know what she is.
Example, bro. Most people.
But that's
are
what
not
Doc
with
said, though,
strippers.
Anton.
Most people are not with porn stars. Most people are with somebody that they met in passing,
right?
Or they went to college with, or they was walking down the street and they met her at a bar, or she was at the grocery store.
Right, and he can't stomach that hit. He can't stomach that. He can't take that because that's not what was presented to him. What was presented to you, like I said to Doc's point, what's presented to him is this is what she is.
No, and if she presented that, we would have automatically designated her as a hoe, and she would have never even been in contention to be a wife in the first.
That's what I said from the beginning.
She would have never passed the threshold for considering her to be in
most
love.
men ain't
You know
out here
what you would
wiping
have
up
did?
strippers and whores.
You know what you would have did? You would have
Known to them.
talked to her completely different. If you knew that Terry Bone, when she came over, you would have been like, you would have been like, you would have been trying to fuck on the first night instead of trying to take her out to get to know her.
Right. Me.
But you would not have
then the guy behind me would have loved her.
You would not have fell in love, is my point.
The guy behind me would have loved her.
But he don't know no better, is my point. The only reason he would love her, only reason he would love her,
Mimi got her own conversation.
Don't know no better, because when you know better, you do better by default. That's just who we are.
I feel like a lot of hoes are getting wiped these days.
Most
they are
because of most
by NBA, NFL, Richmond. Like,
yes, because they were raised by their mothers.
Wait, y'all don't know who Terry is in the chat?
No,
I'm wondering who
I
Terry
never
is.
heard of that shit before.
No,
one of his exes.
I never heard him.
So Terry, isn't Terry the story that Kevin Hart found out about? One of his boys went to the swinger club and
no, it's from the Wood.
From the what?
The Wood.
It's from the movie The Wood.
The Wood.
I never.
If most of the cast has waves, I ain't watching that shit, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I'm taking every last one of y'all black cards. Y'all
I know the
Wood back and forward. I don't remember Terry. Terry was the girl that was getting the
Yeah, but you ain't say it the right way though, Anton.
They did.
You know you're gonna say
you talking about best man. You talking about best man. That's what I think.
No, it's from the Wood.
Okay. The Wood. It's from the Wood. It's from the Wood.
Best man example is the one that kind of fits more. Like when the guy was under the impression that he was marrying a virgin, and then on his wedding day he has to hear about her being.
Tell that nigga shut up, Mimi.
That's the kind that kind of plays.
That's why I don't think
that ghost. Looking at a mannequin.
That's why
Look at me looking at a mannequin.
Buddy wrote a whole book about it and then gifted it to him.
That's cool about the story with Terry.
Who was Terry in the Wood for real?
But
the pussy part.
The pussy part. I remember that.
Yeah.
You know, we can make love.
I'm not ready.
Oh, she was
Already?
a no.
How long we been going together?
A week and a half.
Oh,
There.
That's not the same
Let
girl.
me fast forward it.
First of all, I know you don't love me, so don't say make love.
well, it sound better than bone, right?
You want me to let you put
Why not finish?
what? You don't think I'm gonna give it up after 1 week? You must think I'm a hoe.
What? Why you fronting? Let that nigga Terry bone.
That's what I said.
See? Terry bone.
I told you he got a champion jersey.
They told you.
He got a champion.
You said it too cool. That's what I'm saying. You
He
ain't
got a
say you ain't
champion
Terry
jersey
bone.
though. That's not even a real jersey.
You said it too cool, Anton. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that
You
had
had
to really be a fan to know that.
Now you know what I'm referencing. You let that nigga Terry bone.
Right.
I got you.
I know this might be like, I guess you can say unpolitically correct, but guys in 2026 are knowing that they girl was with another partner, and I've seen guys try to have an intervention and say, hey man, don't get with her. She was with your line brother and all this. I've seen that. And guys will still look and
they don't care.
be like, I don't care. Now, I'm telling you, like a guy.
They got guys that'll fuck a girl with AIDS.
They shouldn't care.
I don't know about that.
They do.
Talking about AIDS, like people don't get AIDS. You have to develop AIDS from HIV.
That's what people do. They make excuses like she do.
Yeah. What is you talking
They
about?
shouldn't care.
Because
It's
he
not
always
a
says AIDS, like that's something.
I don't even know what she's talking about.
HIV infection in order for that to progress, but there's too much medication.
You'd be surprised.
I don't give a damn about none of that. You got something.
You'd be surprised what a man will go.
You know what? I'm glad he said that because earlier you told me that you get ass or do you get? Because when you say you get ass,
You trying to, yeah.
You
I
ain't
wouldn't
say
do that to you, brother. I wouldn't do it. I'm just trying to point out you have to be careful these days when you tell people.
You did say I get ass.
Because you don't
that's okay.
Don't say
Female
ass.
ass. He said female
People
ass.
keep getting bussy and not.
Female ass.
Oh, come on now. You bugging out.
Anton, real quick, to your point that you made earlier, that you said certain women. Okay, go ahead.
Listen, I hate to
back on track.
I hate to disappoint the people, but we have just crossed the 3-hour threshold. And at the 3-hour threshold, we got to start wrapping it up, baby.
Yeah.
Got to wrap it up. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I want to touch on what
I'm
you
gonna
said
pull you
earlier.
back in a second.
You said that all of us basically agreed that women would do certain things for different guys. So when a guy get with a woman, he has to be fucking naive. First of all, our ego tell us that we are like the top shit when we know that may not be the case. So to know that she was with somebody before, 9 times out of 10, we know that she done busted open for a real one. So at the end of the day, don't even go there and think that way. Just understand what you got moving forward. Because like Mimi said, it's rare that somebody like yourself can get somebody and they was only with you. Other than that, nigga, she fucked somebody else. She did it all, and just do what you can do and make do with what you got.
I take a different approach. My approach is you just got to condition yourself to not give a fuck about what somebody else done did. But no.
That's the same approach.
There's a qualifier in that.
I mean, tolerate it. Yeah.
That's only going for the hoes. It's only for the hoes. We slot them differently, and that's just the way of life. You want the best woman, the most wholesome woman, to be the mother of our children. That's what we supposed to do. That's not applicable for everybody. And then for the hoes, why the fuck you care? Why you care what she done did with another nigga? Did you hit or no? Did you win? Did you accomplish your mission or no?
And you're gonna eat it.
That's the qualification. The problem, in my opinion, is that too many guys nowadays have now started to cross the threshold and they start mixing in the hoes with the good girls. And you can't do that. You got to separate it. The hoes is the hoes and the good girls is the good girls. You can't treat the hoes like good girls, and you can treat the good girls like hoes, but only in the bedroom. And that's the qualifier.
Right. You can eat the good girls.
Yeah.
Where you about to go? Why you putting on makeup?
Oh, like clean up the streets. Every man that struggles with a woman, wife a hoe. So you can clean up the streets and make them homeless. So the men, other men, have a better chance of accessing a good woman. Because why? Jesus' favorite person was a hoe.
All right, so we're gonna remove Dalen. I'll remove Dalen for a second. Gotta get D back.
No
up
makeup,
here.
and she about to go.
I'm gonna let Dalen.
Go.
You did good all show. You have this bad
Anytime I
habit
gotta
of
refresh, it's cutting out the
just
She
audio.
can't bring it home.
just ruining it all.
Don't put that damn makeup on.
Does anybody else have anything else they want to add into the show?
Yeah, I do. I think that there's levels to it, Anton. I just honestly do.
Thank you, Mimi. Thanks.
I honestly believe that there's levels to everything. Like the rich man is only rich to this particular person versus this rich to this particular person.
Well, Mimi.
I'm rich to you.
I don't need no help.
I'm Bill Gates to you.
Mimi, with all the
That
technology.
I believe the ugly person who is not as attractive, like shampoo and watch, is different to the attractive people like me and Dalen. I think that it just depends on what it is. I think it just depends on your level of whatever you're trying to do. Because let's be honest, Anton.
So what you look like Jennifer Lopez. So
there's somebody for
How
every
you bragging?
There's some level of rich.
Look like Jennifer Lopez's brother.
The hood chick is going to be happy with the hood dude that is selling dope versus the girl that's on Fifth Avenue.
My brother Lopez.
The millionaire that's on Wall Street. Let's
Thank you,
just be
brother.
honest about it. Shampoo, shut up, Mr. Coward. Please be quiet.
Yo, if you told me you was a trans, I would believe it.
There's levels to it, and we all can't be fine like me and
You know I'm a trans man.
and Jay. We can't all be fine like that. Some of us are
Her
ugly
name
like
was
shampoo
Kimi.
and wax, and we gotta make noise all night long about why women don't want this and women don't want that when they don't know shit about.
That's
what
why
we
you
want.
fix cars. Oh yeah, we see it.
I'm out. I'm done.
God damn.
Please pray for me. That's all I'm gonna say because I feel like you a godly man. Please pray for me.
Make sure you charge that rose, man.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But
I ain't gonna waste my prayers on you.
You gotta clean that motherfucker once a week. You know
Hold
that.
on, hold on. Listen, let me read the super chats. We're getting derailed. Let me read the
You need
super
an
chats.
external charger for your rose.
Yo, watch it. Come on, man.
Let me get something pretty up here. All right. I'm gonna read the super chats.
Pretty.
I'm gonna read the super chats. Callie Mike says, look at that watch. Got motion winning and they talking crazy to that man. Salute, scrap, keep striving for greatness, homie. And Philly in the building. Philly is in the building.
Billy John.
Caramel Wander says what Molly said. Shout out to my girl Molly. That's my Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Dalen was in the pulpit with this one. She messed it up at the end, though, Callie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
Tell G says you forgive the harlots, but you don't marry them. Facts. Tell G says I know Hannah makes some good ass hamburger helper.
Never in my life. Good try.
Melvin Johnson says, "KB, can I get a good old hashtag?" No. Mm-mm. Brandon Jordan, comedy, my guy in the building as usual, says Anton. I'm back home this weekend. Me and my friend Ron Taylor is performing at Mic Drop Comedy Club downtown Detroit this weekend. 67 shows for come through. I'm in Vegas. Big dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Vegas with 3 rooms. About to add a 4th. Phyllis Eric TV says she's so delusional. Yeah.
So delusional.
Hold on. I see y'all talking shit about my cooking and saying I make casserole. You go ahead and check my highlights on
I thought they was being racist.
They ain't paying super chats to say it. Don't pay them no mind.
No.
Mimi is finer than your mama. Don't worry about it.
Hannah, you muted.
That's why Hannah's probably healthier than all of us. She don't use none of that damn seasoning. She got a good liver. She got a hell of a liver.
Listen, I think that this is one of the best shows that we've had in a long time. I'm appreciative of the people. I'm glad that y'all had the energy that y'all had. I enjoyed
Good
it.
timing.
The ladies is gorgeous. The fellas was engaged. Yeah. All right. Any last words? I'm about to end it.
Yeah, read your DMs.
I'm on it. I got you.
God damn, she said that shit every show.
Shut up, Shampoo. Read your DMs. I got one for you too.
Shout out to Anton for grouping a bunch of people who
No.
believe in the same
This is
thing.
Q.
And
This is Q's.
what?
This is Q's doing.
Both, absolutely both. Prayers out to Q as
is
well.
he did all of this. Q working even on vacation. So
she is.
Yeah, she hustling on vacation. All right, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.